whistle that high. I wish I could. I used to be able to. Share out Facebook. Share out here. Changes to this fitness. And good morning, everybody. Happy Metal Tuesday. Metal Tuesday! Metal Tuesday! Metal world. We live in a heavy metal world. We always like to selectively pick who meddles. Sometimes we don't really want to catch the real criminal. Because the criminal's behind our favorite politicians. So we don't really want to catch the real criminal. Happy metal morning, Donna. Happy metal. Heavy metal, heaven. Happy metal, Allison. Happy metal. Actually, we should have done this on Monday, but anyway. Allison and Heaven and Ivana, Christine, happy. Metal world, metal earth, metal society. Let me shut my mouth up, get my comments going. Good morning, everybody. We live on a metal planet. Everybody proceed. I have to touch on the Mueller thing a little bit. I just want to touch on it a little bit. Just a little bit. Can I do a little bit? I know y'all hate, my friends hate politics, but they're like me though. It's like a TV show you get tired of after a while. It's like, oh, what? But unfortunately, it's like the only thing we can use to change the world. Mueller investigation wrapped up. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, Michael and Justin. Oh no, Justin brought in the nasty cuss word. That's some meddling right there. Meddle in your guts with okra. Good morning, Patricia, brother David. Hang on, let me get my comments over here. Let me see, the comments are working. I don't know if the YouTube comments are working. We're gonna catch those damn criminals. The kids get together. Y'all watch Scooby-Doo. I miss Scooby-Doo. We used to have good programming. We don't have good programming no more. Everything we have seems to be pretty crappy. It was always a good theme. Catch the bad guy. Don't catch the bad guy the one that because we kind of like this bad guy, we don't like that bad guy. Oh Lord, and it's not over too, because we're gonna have a Mueller investigation part 2. I don't know if y'all heard about it, but I was looking at it like, oh, part 2, huh? Okay, you got a sequel. Mueller investigation 2.0. Mueller investigation is gonna investigate Mueller. Oh my gosh, you can't make this stuff up. I'm just like, Bueller. Is anybody home? McFly, yes. Somebody's always meddling. We live on metal planet. We don't respect sovereignty of nations, of people, of states, of townships. We don't respect any kind of sovereignty. You don't respect our neighbor's sovereignty. So of course we meddle. We've always been meddling. I just sort of stop selectively picking who the meddler and go after all meddlers. Anybody meddling in sovereignty. And stop picking and choosing who is our favorite meddlers. Because I can tell you who colluded. We talk about collusion every day, all damn day. I was looking at, what is my Facebook memory picture? It's a picture of me and my boys on to Fort Washington. Fort Washington! When George Washington built a fort on the river, the Potomac, to protect the sovereignty of his citizens against a British, I think it was a British invasion. And now we don't have none of that. None of that. They ain't protecting none. Washington protecting corporations. They're not protecting anybody in this country. My goodness, we're letting people starve in mass in this country. We need to do a Hands Across America. No, can we do a, remember y'all had my Hands Across America? It was at 96, something like that. We need to do a Hands Across the world for all the poverty, all the starving people in America. We need to see if we can take up donations, because the federal government's not gonna do any damn thing. They just spent 35 or 39 billion to Israel. Meanwhile, we're starving here. I was thinking about, you know that aid that went to Venezuela? How quickly did it get there? That aid got there in like 2 days. 2 3 days, something like that. I don't quote me if I'm fake news. Might have been 4. Damn it was sure faster than it got to Katrina. All them poor white and black folks and Mexican and Creole and all them poor folks down there in them can't get a trailer, can't get a pot to piss in the water, gotta fill out FEMA documents, can't get a damn thing. Damn it, they got somebody to invade, boy, they'll find that money in a heartbeat. That Venezuela supply was there. So I think we need to start doing hands across the world for Americans poor. For all the poor people in America who can't seem to get anything. Uh-oh, nobody on YouTube. Uh-oh, nobody on YouTube. What does that mean? That means they knew what I was about to do. They saw me coming, boy. They saw me. I went out there, did a quick search. Collusion. Let's talk about collusion, because APAC 2019 is on, baby. It's hot and popping. Treason in your face. Collusion in your face. But we looking for like closet collusion. Trump, you come out the closet, you don't come out the collusion closet. And have you been working with Russia? I think you've been colluding with Russia. Can you come out of your closet? You know, meanwhile, collusion's all up in your face. Treason. Total, all out treason. But, hey, you know, we'll talk about that. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody? I was just laughing at it. It's so stupid, ridiculous to me. I don't know what. We live in meddle world. We live in meddle world. No, I got one person on YouTube. Google's like, nope, you're not, you didn't talk about Netanyahu, Bibi, and Israel, treason. Those people, in 2019. I don't know, we could talk about today. We could talk about APAC 2019, treason in your face. We will march treason right on the streets of DC for you. We don't care two dams. We run your world. And you're gonna go look for pretend collusion with Russia. Why? I've said it a million times. Say it one more time. I'll repeat myself. It's just what you do when you get old. Okay? The DNC loves Trump. Oh my God, they love him to death because they got him, and you won't look under their drawers. You won't look under their skirt. You won't look anywhere. You won't look in their closet. You won't fix anything. Anybody hot. That's why they love him. He is the greatest distraction artist on this planet. I don't care what anybody says. Trump is smarter than more than half of the people in the United States of America. He is. He totally is. Because he just made them fools. He made all of them fools. I'm sorry. Just how it is. You know, you believe lying people in the media, but I don't want to talk really about that. I want to talk about just meddle in general. I don't call out Israel or Bibi or nothing, because in the 2019 APAC, was it Pompeo, or no, it wasn't Pompey. He said something stupid, but I was listening to the speeches, some of them, little pieces of them. Secretary of State, I don't even know his name now. I don't really care because it's not a secretary of my state, never has been. These people are all traitors and treasonous. We need guillotines and nooses. I'm sorry, we do. These people, they've turned on their people. They do not represent America in any way, shape, or form, and haven't, and not since I was born. Now that I'm starting to read and do my research, my friends sending all me these links, I'm starting to realize these people have been treasonous long time. Sold out long time. So, take a breath Tuesday. Can I breathe, Deborah? I get excited. I find it ridiculous that we seem to like to play these games. But it was the Secretary of State. What did he say? I can go back to his quote. He said that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. And it's too many anti-words for me. They like to make this stuff up and try to tell you what you're supposed to think. I have no interest in what they think. I couldn't do that. I'm not anti-anything. If anything, people know me. I'm pro everybody. I'm pro psychopaths sitting in prison. I'm pro them. Usually because we made most of them. Until we can figure out that the 90, if we can separate out the little 2%, 1% psychopaths that we didn't make from our killing society, then we got to figure out what to do with that. But I'm pro everybody. I'm not anti-Zionist. Now, they're wrong. They're empirically wrong. They defy God. They're not supposed to be stealing the land. They're supposed to be waiting on God to come back to take the land. And so if we want to be honest and look at the scripture, we can do that. So these people defy God, and every Christian behind them defying God too. Meanwhile, the Jews are yelling and screaming in the streets of Israel. These people are not with us. So no, anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism, but I'm not anti-anything-ism. I guess I'm anti-stupidism. I'm anti-stupidism, if that's a word. I just don't believe in meddling. I don't believe in meddling of any kind. I don't think you should meddle in poor kids' bellies, in trailer parks or the ghettos. I don't think you should meddle in Venezuela. I don't think you should meddle in my life. If I want to grow a plant, you want to grow a plant. It's not up to me to meddle in you. If you don't want to put vaccines in your body, it's not up to the pharmaceutical industry to meddle in your body. We can't talk about like honest things. We can't really talk about honest things. Where's all this artificial outrage came from? That's a word now. Why is that a word? That's a word because people were meddling places and it pissed a lot of people off. You're not supposed to meddle nowhere. So now you got this artificial outrage, you got real outrage, but you got selective meddling and you got unselective meddling. And I think we should just focus on people who are meddling, and we should do that in an unselective way. Leave everybody alone. Put sovereignty everywhere. All right, I'm gonna just do comments today. I was gonna show y'all some clips and news. We could do that. I don't know. I get tired. I wanna know what y'all thinking about. That's what's on my mind. I was laughing about the Mueller report because I haven't read page 1. I'm not even gonna read page 1. I don't care what's in it. I could care less. It's completely insignificant to everything significant in the world. Okay? Israel owns your country. Or I say it the right way. Somebody who likes Israel a lot formed IPAC, and you actually don't have a nation. There's no more American government at all. You got all these treasonous bastards. They formed a coup and they paraded in front of your face in AIPAC 2019. So fed up with everywhere the Mueller hysteria. Christine, I'm not even watching it. Girl, I'm not I'm not watching it. I get a few seconds of it and I'm done. Like, but in CNN and Fox and all that, like every now and then RT would show like a little piece of it and I'll catch a piece of it. And I can see people posting and everyone's outraged about it, but it's childishness. To me, it is. I mean, think about like an adult. Remember when you became an adult? Some of y'all became adults at the age, some of y'all early, you know, girls, they mature a little faster. Some of y'all became adults at like 16, 14, your brain started. I'm not talking about biological, I'm talking about just brain. You start taking on adult type character, accountability. I am accountable for my own actions. I'm a sovereign creature. I make mistakes and I'll be honest with them. I'll stop blame shifting and blaming everybody else. And so I just asked the one question. Name one politician that's accountable in the United States of America or your country. You know any? Know any? I don't know not a damn one. Every last one of them I see like in a little daycare, pointing the finger at somebody else. The Republicans, the Russians, the Democrats, the liberals. And it's just like this childish thing of like little kids fighting in a daycare, pointing, Susie stole my sandwich. I know, but did you take Susie's gummy bears? Was Susie pissed off? Did you push Susie? Did you give Susan a reason to steal your sandwich? And did you steal anybody else's sandwich? You know, it's that childishness. To me, like I'm accountable for my own actions. When bad things happen in my life, you know what I do? I look at my life like, damn it, what did you do? I go to the mirror, like, what'd you do? What did you do? I know we can blame other people, but we can't control other people. We can only control ourselves. This adult-like concept of like solving your own problems. And the Democrats never do that. The Republicans never do that. The Pentagon, America, nobody ever does it. I don't know about your nation. My nation, I don't. So we have a bunch of childish people who are immature, which is why I can't pay attention to them. You know, the dumbest idea is to let immature children in adult costumes run your nation. You know how stupid that is? I know Trump people duck for a minute if you're still Trump supporters. If you're a Trump critiquer who voted for him, I get you. If you're a Clinton voter who critiques Trump too, but says good things when he does, or good things happen when he's sitting in his warm butt in that chair, then I get you. If you hate Trump, I have no idea what's wrong with your brain. If you love everything Trump does, I have no idea what's wrong with your brain. But let's just be honest, gotta be honest. Trump is a one big child because he was raised to be a big child. Did he collude with Russia? I don't care. I don't care. Your whole federal government's colluding with Israel. I don't care. It's not important. It's insignificant to everything. You got a Federal Reserve that colludes with the ownership of your nation. They don't even print money anymore. It's funny because it's not even gold-based. Gold, they ran out of gold. They gave all the gold away, sold it, did something, I don't know, made some rocket ships or something. And they started using money. You know, after a while, I was like, yeah, no, Americans dumb enough. They fell for that and they stopped using money, so now they just give you notes. The Federal Reserve is printing notes, and we walk around paying for everything in notes. Little IOUs. I owe you. That's all we do all day long. Your boss writes you a check. I owe you. This is what you work for the week. Your little slave, right? Sign it, kiss it, send it to God. Stick it in the refrigerator. I owe you. That's what I owe you. Because we don't have real money. We're so broke. You got to break a nation to get a military, to use their military to invade the world. How y'all doing this morning? Mueller is an establishment stooge. I think so, Terry. I think so. I'm fine with them investigating them too, because they believe it. And it's just like, okay, y'all can go and investigate. The Mueller investigation is going to investigate Mueller, right? Because the thing is, they've already told, like, the leaders have already told their followers what's true. And so the facts don't matter. None of the facts matter. What's true is Russia colluded. Damn it. We need someone to find that fact. It's like the reverse of critical thought, you know? So I just, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Daniel. Scooby and the gang. Roll. Yes, exactly. They're always looking for meddlers. Meddlers, Daniel, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They meddle in everything. But we can't call out the meddlers that are buttering their bread. Now, if they're buttering your bread, they're not really meddlers. You're okay with that meddling. Like, you're okay with that colonization. You might hate American slavery, but you sure love African slavery, Democrats and Republicans. You love that colonization. Like another example. What happened? They said Hamas shot some rockets. I don't know if it's Gaza, West Bank. I don't know. Call it hashtag fake news. I'm not really paying much of attention. But they shot rockets and they attacked Israel. Like, you know, you can't attack somebody that's colonizing you. It's completely impossible for you to actually attack somebody sitting on top of you, beating you in your face. Right? Because they're taking this, they're colonizing them, they're stealing their land. That's what's happening against God in defiance of all scripture. They're invading and they're stealing land. But even if you go with the two-state solution, they're still stealing land. They are setting up settlements all in Gaza and West Bank and Golan Heights and everything. So you can't attack somebody that already attacked you. That doesn't work. That is, okay, my example is I always go to rape. One of the greatest violations we have of sovereignty, I think. Can a woman attack a rapist? Think about that. Just process that for a minute. The woman's being abused. She's being attacked already. If she swings back and hits this guy, is she actually attacking the rapist? Is that a thing? Your mind has to work, people. Your mind, critical thought, you gotta use it. Let your mind work. A woman can't attack somebody raping her. Hamas can't attack somebody colonizing them. It's completely impossible. You know, did the Americans attack Britain in the American Revolution? No, they didn't. They sat right there and said, no, we want you to leave. We live here, you don't. And if Britain came over and sent ships, Americans didn't revolt and attack the British. The British attacked America, and America defended itself. And the Native Americans, did they attack the colonized, the colonials when they got here? Hell no, the Native Americans were already here. You know, but people's brains, it doesn't work right. It's just because when you got, this is why I'm saying, adults, y'all, you can't have leaders. You gotta lead yourself. Lead yourself. Because they'll get you in all of these hypocritical things. What's up, brother Augustine? Looks like YouTube is working. All right. Now they see that I'm not going to just talk about one person in particular. Although I'm going to put his face as a criminal because he's a war criminal. But he's not alone. He got a whole bunch of friends in Washington, D.C. Got a whole bunch of criminals walking with him. All right. Good morning, Mirtha. Good morning, Mary, Dee Dee, Anna. I'm going to try to time your comments. And if y'all don't have nothing to say, then we'll go into the news. But I'll let y'all dry this one. He's a lying fool too. Yes, he is, Lori. Absolutely is. But try to keep on the topic meddlology. Who's meddling? Somebody meddling in your life? Somebody meddling in your day? Somebody meddling in your kid's life? Somebody meddling in your body? Because isn't that what rape is? I mean, you can call it abuse, but it's meddling at the end of the day. You're meddling in somebody. You have no right to meddle in anybody else. You have no right to meddle in Venezuela. You have no right to meddle in Africa. You have no rights to anything but yourself. He's a real hustler. He is, Dee Dee, and he's got a lot of friends. He's got a lot of friends in the Democrats and the Republicans, and they got shared loyalty in a treasonous fashion with Israel. It's insanity. It's just like in your face treason. Like, it's crazy. You got starving, dying American kids. Well, Dee Dee, you know that. You've seen that. And we don't do a damn thing for them. That's why I say we need guillotines and we need nooses again, because these people, we're under a coup. We've been taken, and they don't even care. They're so open with it. They believe that you are so dumb that you will actually believe that it's okay that America does not have a government. Putting Israel first. That's insanity to me. How can you put a foreign government first and everybody think that's okay? How does that make any sense? That's like a husband. Okay, that's like a husband got eight kids and the wife at home. Little woman in the shoe has so many kids she ain't know what to do, and the husband puts the side piece first. Puts the affair first. Puts her first. It's called cheating. It's called infidelity. Yes, and they're proud of the infidelity because the politicians in Washington, they wear it around. The Democrats and Republicans, they wear the AIC APAC 2019 treason pins proudly. I cheat on my citizens and I'm okay with it. After work, think I'm coming home on Wednesday and Thursday? Ha 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 ha. I'm not taking Israel out on a hot date. We're going to the hotel and I'm proud of my treason. Cheating on y'all Americans because you're dumb and you're stupid and you believe it and you're okay with it. You're worried about Russia and they're meddling right in your face. It's like you're blaming the secretary, you're blaming the husband go to work, you always think it's the secretary. You're blaming her, it's like, nope, it's that chick named Israel he met at the cafe. You know, and he puts that family, he puts her first. Put the kids second, last, left to starve, die, don't have no shoes, can't go to the field trip, ain't signing nobody's forms. The wife come home, she wants some roses, a little love and a hug or something, some intimacy. No, he already done did it with Israel. I don't have nothing left. I already gave $39 billion to Israel. I really can't do anything with your bridges and your whole potholes. Americans, I drive, every day I get in my truck, I'm driving. It's like the Dodge the Pothole Olympics. I'm gonna tell you, Americans, y'all sucking. Maybe this is the plot to get Americans to be better drivers. Every day, because the winter time comes to an end and the states ain't got no money to fix none of the damn roads. Potholes everywhere. You just drive, and after a while you get to know where they are. Husband ain't got no money. Washington ain't got no money. Spent it all on Israel. Because she fine. She got a dress and some heels, pumps in her booty. Let me see. Anti-Zionists are not anti-Semitic. I know, and it makes sense. But that's not what the Secretary of State of America said. It said if you are anti-Zionist, you're anti-Semitic. And the Jews, the what do you call them, Semitics? They're like, that's not true. If you're a Zionist, you're not a Jew. That's what they're saying. All different types of Jews. Let me see. Common respect would be nice. U.S. mind your own damn business. I know you didn't say damn, Laura. I had to put that in there. Flint pipeline, air, water, quality, infrastructure, ecology. Yes. Thank you. All of that's meddling. All of it. Have I looked into HJR 192? I have not. Brother David, tell us about it. Now we're back to talking about Russia hacking the 2016 election and saying they and China will hack the 2020 election. Because it works, Ivana. It works. That's why they do it. Why? It works. You can't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Let's be clear. I don't blame anybody in the sellout coup of a government, the terrorists that took over Washington. I don't blame y'all. I don't blame y'all one bit. The people believe it. They're more. Ain't nothing happened in 3 years. Ain't done nothing in 3 years but chase this man's penis. They ain't done nothing, you know. And people believe it. So I don't blame them. Don't blame them. You're okay with your sovereignty being violated. Your nation. You're okay with not having a government. You clap and want to see what Mueller's going to do next. What kind of flip he's going to do? Rub his belly, roll over, shake his tail or something. You just want to see what kind of tricks they got in the bag. So DNC keep pulling them out. It's always the reverse when the DNC's in power. The GOP. You rub your belly, tell you Obama got some monkey ears or something, and y'all just run with that. And we make everything about dramatic, dumb things that doesn't matter to a hill of beans. People dying all over this world. Blaming others is a terrible human trait, and we're all affected, unfortunately. We are, Justin. We are, which is why I call it, it's just maturity. That's all it is. Because when you're kids, that's what you do. You look in your point, you know, because you don't want to get in trouble. You look in your point. I think initially it may not be that way, though. I think initially you may be like, no, pop my pacifier out. Damn it, drop my pacifier. Let me get my pacifier. What the hell did I drop it for? And you get that baby hand. Baby hands the cutest hands, y'all. They like little fat fingers. They like try to get that pacifier. The baby, you would what? I think this is a good example. Thank you for that example. Because the baby dropped the pacifier, the baby doesn't like drop the and just start crying. They don't do that Democrat Republican thing. They don't do that. Nah, initially they drop. Oh, damn it, with a pacifier. Oh, my Lord, something and stole my pacifier. And they started trying to grease it. Let me get my pacifier. I dropped my pacifier. I've been colonizing. I took money from AIPAC. I've been colonizing. I took money from Big Pharma. I've been colonizing. I took money from the military-industrial complex and defense industries and Raytheon. I've been printing money with the Federal Reserve. So I'm gonna get my pacifier instead. No, they don't do that. They don't grab it. And the baby get it. And if the baby get it, the baby got it and pop it back in. Like Lisa Simpson get to going. She got to go. So initially, babies don't blame other people. Somewhere around that toddler age. Somewhere when you start turning 2, you want to blame everybody. That's when the kids take the house. They own the house. 2-year-olds own houses. And that's when they become them Democrats and Republicans. And they start taking on the philosophies that will carry on the rest of their life. Drop the patch up. They look right at our brother sitting in a high chair, or no, sitting in the car seat over there, can't even reach, steal your pacifier. And look over there instead of picking up your own pacifier. Mueller All right, I'm done. Like, am I watching a grown man cry? Damn, if you watch Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, you watch grown people cry all the damn time. Why? Because it's popular and it works. Because y'all cry with them. They drop their own pacifier, blame their brother, and he did it. And y'all like right with it. He did it. I saw he did it. He had done it. All right. Yes, love Gaza. I do. Those are my cousins. And my cousins in Israel too. They're all over, you know. I think, you know what, Anna, on that, I think that we need like a new philosophy for war. Like, maybe, what if before you invaded a nation, you destroyed it, like, Trump didn't just have to say it and you'd be like, yay! Or Obama didn't have to say it and you'd be like, yay, go murder the people! Like, what if, I don't know, what if everybody had to know at least 3 of their cousins in that country they want to invade, right? Like, when they say, let's go murder a bunch of people in Venezuela. What if, like, you know, they had to do the DNA studies real quick and they'll find your 3 closest cousins in Venezuela, and you had to like do a Skype with them, like, hi, I'm the American. You're my 32nd cousin. How you doing? He's like, oh, hey, you know, Julio, this is my baby, and this like we just had a baby, and this is my wife. We living down here doing good, you know. Like, what if you had to meet 3 of your cousins in a nation before your government was allowed to invade and murder a bunch of people? I suspect you wouldn't get one damn soul over there fighting. That's what I think. I don't think you get one damn American cheering. I think if you use critical thought and you really thought about these things, I don't think war would even happen. Violence would go away. He says his presidency lifted the deep veil of corruption with corruption in your face. Kinda, Didi, but not in the way he thought. But I've been saying this for a minute, Didi. I said Trump is gonna make America great again. Just not the way he thinks. It ain't happened yet. It ain't happened. I'm still hoping on it. But he did. Like because you know what I think, Didi, is Trump wasn't in the cronies that been running for the long time crony thing, right? And so beneath the big cronies, you got all these little crony groups of billionaires and multi-hundred millionaires. And I think that he just wasn't in the in crew there, but he was in his own crew. And if he didn't have a crew found him. And so now he and his cronies are trying to take over and run the show, but there's still the same crony that was of the other cronies is still running the show. And I guess you can call them neocons, neoliberals, I don't know. Whatever you call them, they all report to the same crony bosses. All of them. So it doesn't really matter which ones are in. You know, so I think, like, he said certain things I appreciate, Didi. He said S-hole countries, and I appreciate that, even though those countries won't let him in. I think he's touring the Bahamas right now or something. I don't know if he went to AIPAC. I was watching CrossTalk this morning. They said he was the belle of the ball at AIPAC. So maybe he just stopped in at AIPAC for a minute, got a sandwich, some crumpets, and some caviar or something, and got on a jet and flew. But there are certain Bahama nations in the Bahamas that wouldn't let him in. There were certain territories that wouldn't let them come in, right? But I'm glad he said S-hole country. He took one for the team. It was important to know that, yes, they are S-hole countries, and they didn't do that to their country. We did that to their country. The people who got money in the banks that we get paychecks from did it. The Monroe Doctrine, we've been destroying their nations, making S-hole countries out of beautiful places a long time. And we need to stop. So I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I think that some of the portions of the swamp got exposed. Very little got drained. But some of it, but selectively, right? Because even that side, that crony group, they selectively point out the meddlers. They'll point out certain ones, you know, but the mandatory vaccines right around the corner. I said that too. I said, as soon as Clinton came out and said, you're gonna have mandatory vaccines, I'm gonna meddle in your body and you're gonna like it. I said, yep, that's coming. Not gonna stop. It already happened in California. I think it happened in California. They tried to, a couple states it did. I said, it's coming. It's coming. Y'all wait. It's like, no, Trump's going in. We're not going to get mandatory. I said, you have no idea who the big pharmaceutical companies are. You have no idea what makes the world go round. You have no idea when cronies buy it, when they buy it, just because Trump wasn't on the email list. All they got, it's just an email address. All they got to do is add it. They had Trump. No, they had, who they had? They had Clinton. They had Obama. And I like to say Clinton. And they had Obama J at gmail.com. They had Pompeo, whatever, at m@something.com, and they just didn't have Trump in that email list. We gonna get mandatory, and they'll get them in. It's just money. It's just one line. They gotta just type it in. Trump D772, grab me in the coochie at gmail.com. And just put them on the email list. Like, yeah, hey, we got billions of dollars to anybody that puts in mandatory vaccines. And then all of the businesses that Trump's crony friends that protect him, once they make all the money from this, is hey man, you're gonna have to get that mandatory vaccines going. You're gonna have to do it. I know. You can keep on with that Kennedy thing. Like, you can keep on testing vaccines, whatever, but we got to see the test results before you release them. You know, and that's just how it works. You don't get to have any heroes in crony world. You don't get to have any. The only thing you can do is be a sovereign, speak for yourself, have critical thought, get back some of your integrity. Take off your underoos that say Donald J. Trump. Take off your underoos that say Hillary J. Clinton. Take off the Bernie Roos. We got too many Bernie Roos selling. I'm sorry, y'all. Bernie Roos. We need to stop selling Bernie Roos. People buying Bernie underoos like you just wouldn't believe. They can't even keep them on the shelf in America. You don't need any adult heroes. They buy all of them. We have an oligarchy. All right. Good morning, Lily. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Yvonne. I got all I want, minding my own business. And that's how it works, Yvonne, too. I think there's some grown-up space that you get to. When you have the important things in life that matters, you got your health, most of it that you want to keep outside eating Twinkies and donuts, do a little exercise. You got your kids' health. They, you know, in school being indoctrinated, becoming a good American sellouts to the world. Once you got the things that you want, you really don't want to mess with other people. I don't want to mess with nobody. That's right, Yvonne, I'm with you, girl. I don't want to mess with nobody. I don't tell nobody what to do. It's not my business. Hey, we should go down to Venezuela. No, we shouldn't. We in that. I have nothing to do with that. Hey, we should go down to the poor whites and we should, no, I don't want nothing to do with that. We reparate, nah, I'm not reparating, nah, I don't think I want to get in part, I don't be a part of that, because all the people who done did it, they all died. And the poor whites, they got it bad too. The blacks got it bad, the Mexicans got it bad, the Latin Americans got it bad, everybody got it bad but the banks. I think the banks owe reparations to everybody, so I'm not going to that party. I think y'all can go. Y'all want to. Tell me, write me a letter. Tell me, I think we gotta go and get those welfare queens out of that. No, go do that. I don't want nothing to do with that. I think they need chickens. I don't think they should have TANF. I don't think that you should give them a whole bunch of food. I think you give them some food in their belly so the kids don't die. Conservative. You're supposed to get people the shirt off your back if you actually believe in Christ. And you're just pretending that you do. You know, but going to violate people, nah, I'm not interested. Hey, Lorna, good morning. Lorna, I love your post, girl. You just woke as the day is woke. I love y'all. Don't follow Lorna Mayuki. You should follow her. Please, I apologize if I said your name wrong. I love your Instagram, girl. I love your Instagram. Half the time I have to pick and choose what I want from you because you post so much. It's always delicious and nutritious. I'm just like, I don't even If you got an Instagram account, y'all need to go find Lauren and Maya. You can post something, girl, so they know who you are. I have to pick and choose. I'm like, I can only share one Lauren a day. I'm only gonna share one today. I do my best not to share too much, but I get excited when I see some of y'all posts. Let me see. Gaslitism. Yes, that is an ism, Jeannie. Gaslitism. We live in a gaslit world, and this is why people, they focus on selective meddling. Brother Kelly is in the house. Hemp can save the world. Hemp can save the world. We need to stop playing. But I think that might be the one thing that saves America. I think if we get America, I think if we get a hemp economy going, we start building our houses, our cars, our glue bottles, our cups, our straws, our shoes, and our coats and shirts. We start building stuff from hemp, from things we grow in our own country. We don't have to do these big trade deals and send wealth all over the world because we're already broke. We're already broke. We need to act like we're broke. We need to act like we are broke farmers that got bank accounts full of IOUs. That's what we need to live. If Americans live within their means and leave everybody alone, we'd be okay. But we don't understand that. We think that when you go to your ATM and you press the and it spits that little ticket, you look at, I got $7,532.77. No, you do not. You have a big IOU. That's what you have. It's based in slave labor, and it's a big IOU. It's an IOU on forced human labor. That's what it is. And this is your buying power. It's an IOU because all the gold is gone and it ain't real money. We are poor and we need to act like it. That's what brought all of our ancestors together. All of our ancestors were very sustainable people. They fixed everything because they were poor and they knew it and they act like it. They only get so mad at the window guy down the street because they might need some windows. We just might break a window or two. One of the kids hit the baseball through the window like, yeah, I don't like it because your skin kind of dark. But damn it, there's going to be limits to what I'm going to say to you because I might need some damn windows. I don't like it because your skin kind of white. Yeah, enslave my people, but you know what? You're the only roofer in town. You're the only one that got some shingles, and my wife ain't going to give me none if the rain comes down through that damn roof. So I call you a bastard behind your back. But we'll work together. Communities all work together. That's the thing that amazed me. I used to go down south all the time in the late 70s and the 80s. Oh, you go down south? They didn't lynch you yet? Dark as you are? I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area. It was fun. I had to deal with so much racism, and never did it come from white people. I didn't have any white on me racism, never. Not till I got to my teens and I met police officers down when I went to college. Before that, I never really faced them. Well, no, that's not true. I had one little dot of some white racism. When I was in Arkansas. I was going down to this little town my grandfather from called El Dorado. And the police saw me and my cousins in the car, and they felt that we needed help getting through this little town in Arkansas. And so they figured they'd follow us at the end of town and make sure we got through town. But sure, I grew up as all black on black racism. That's all I had is light-skinned blacks against me. I was spooked, dark smoke, chunk, all the things they can come up with, all the racist names they could kind of come to. Nappy hair, my mother used to put grease on my face, shine like I was eating chicken all the time. So I dealt with a lot of black on black racism, but I really don't know what this attacking white racists are. We got everybody got problems with focusing on a spectrum when you judge somebody. You ain't supposed to be judging. I would go down south, but no, everyone used to get along down there. Bad things have happened, but for the most part, communities work together and they just kind of understood. You stay over there, I stay over here, but when we need each other, we're gonna work together because if we don't, we all gonna die. I won't get my roof fixed, nobody will fix my lawnmower, you won't come over and help me pick the corn, so they all work together, but poverty does that. But if Americans only knew how poor they were. Psychopathism. We are in a psychopathism apocalypse. Yes, Jeannie, we are. You're on a road trip, Susie? All right. It's good for people to get out and meet other people. Good morning, brother Chris. They all family. They're all family all over this world, Chris. And I think once people realize that and they put that in the right place, that you got family all over this world, cousins everywhere that you're killing and murdering, it all comes to an end, Chris. When they actually start swallowing that you're all family and you're all cousins, you'll grow the hell up. But if they can convince you that there's some others and you're not related to them, they can get you to do some murdery bastard stuff. Carter is laughing at G's funny voices. Chris, I laugh at your funny voices all the time. Carter's his son. I love the kids. Kids is everything. And that's the only reason we do this. That's the only reason we do this. It's all about kids. It's all about making a better next generation for them. That's all it is. Somebody invite John Sean. Oh, Chris, you and John have your love affair. Cut it out. Y'all fight all the time. Stop fighting. You're cousins. Like y'all just, like you just said, y'all just cousins. That's all you are. Y'all cousins. You know, and it's okay to argue and fight amongst cousins though. Like, let me step back. I'm gonna step back on that. Cause you know, I posted something the other day and I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? We can disagree on every damn thing. We can disagree on the Mueller report. It's gonna be hard for me to say this, but it's true. We can disagree on the Mueller report. We can disagree on vaccines. We can disagree on the wall. We can disagree on healthcare being paid for by murdering other people in other nations. We can disagree on the military-industrial complex. We can disagree on your colonization. We can disagree on all of that. But if you don't have a billion IOUs in the bank, we on the same team. Same team. Same hashtag same team. Doesn't really matter. We don't have to agree on anything. Because they coming to kill us all. We don't have to agree. So it's okay to cousins to have arguments amongst each other, but I think we have to have limits to how far we go. We have to have mature limits to how far we go. We have to have discourse. Something along the lines of Aristotle and Plato. You gotta be able to disagree, then just take your robe. Did they wear drawers under them robes? I don't know. Renaissance man. Take your robe. I'm mad at you. Damn it, let's go get some tea, sit on a rock. In the center of the court and laugh at the Caesars that run us all. Let me see. So you knew your audience. Marilyn said I knew my audience. No. Yeah, I'm not even sure what you're talking about right there. That might have been a little bit back when I was running my mouth. I don't see the comments when they first pop up. I actually don't know like these people here. I don't know. I met about two of them. I met about two of them. I'm a little strange, Marilyn. Well, I think you know me. You've been around here a minute. I try to meet the weirdest people I can. Find. I want to know what they know. So I really don't know a lot of these people, which is good. But they teach me because I don't offend them. When you offend people, they don't want to teach you nothing, right? They keep their secrets, and you don't need to know what they know. I think when you offend people less, then they'll talk to you. So people send me stuff all the time. I can't even keep up right now. All the things I'm supposed to watch, I'm so behind. All right, it's gonna get worse. Springtime. I'm out in the garden now. Bigotry based on religious belief is the most discriminatory hypocrisy man has ever devised. I agree with you, Augustine. I agree with you. But bigotry based on everything, like they just started with religion, and that's just because the gods got here and we didn't know what the hell they are. We didn't know how to say aliens, so we said God. Or we didn't say, we know how to say multi-dimensional creatures, so we just said God. We didn't know how to say humans from the future, so we just said God. Whatever they are. So it started with like religious bigotry. Now we got some science bigotry going on. Now we got that. Right? We're divided in so many ways. Now you got scientists that they have more of a religious following of things based in scientific theories that are not facts. You know, and that's one of the dangerous things right now is we're calling a lot of corporation science, and it ain't science. It's just corporation pseudoscience, kind of science, science-ish, scientific facts. There are no scientific facts if you really know what science is. You know, so we got all kind of bigotry. Anything people have a blind following for, they'll fall for it. If provided the right amount of sucking time, and if you don't force it, most babies will naturally, willingly give up their pacifier when their teeth come in. Not all babies will, but most will. Just say hashtag just saying. Yeah, and Deborah, and I think grown people shouldn't suck their thumb. That's all. I just think if you run in the world, if you're in Congress, or Senate, or deep state, the president, I don't think you should suck your thumb. I think you should give into that natural willingness to get things out of your mouth and use your mouth to solve problems. Hashtag don't be nasty. You know, somebody gonna say something. No, don't use your mouth to solve problems, not your force and your violence. It's called negotiation. You want to be in politics and negotiate deals, then use your mouth. Use your brain first, not just your mouth. Let it do something up here, critical thought, and then let it come out. You know, don't just do what you're told. You know, but they use force and violence. That's why I'm against force and numbers. against force in numbers. And that's what a blind following. It'll give you force in numbers to force other people to meddle in their nation, meddle in their lives. They don't use their mouth enough to negotiate. Didn't the new AG nephew get a position in the White House yesterday? I have no idea, Dee Dee. Doesn't surprise me, though. Doesn't surprise me. This is crony world. This is crony world. We're okay with it. You know, right now, the way I like to put it, Dee Dee, is Trump has got his fingers in the cookie jar. He damn sure. He got his fingers in that colonizer, anti-constitution, hate the rights, don't understand religion, not helping the American people at all cookie jar. But Trump didn't make the cookie jar, did he? He didn't make the cookie jar, and he didn't write the rules. He's just a billionaire who was born. You know, he got elected. I think, like I said, back in my mind, I always think that all these people want to do some good. I think Obama want to do good, too. I think Trump want to do some good. But once you get in there, you realize that's not how the world works, that the world, the model we have is not for good. You want to do good all you want. These billionaires will murder you and everybody you know. Didn't the Kennedy family found that out? People 9/11 and found that out. The first time in modern history. How many buildings collapsed, got hit by one plane? Like, was it 7 buildings? I don't know how many. The 2 big ones and the 3rd one, the 4th one. Multiple buildings collapsed on one day. The first time in just process this. First time in known history, multiple steel buildings collapsed from a fire, ever. And it all happened in one day. All happened in one day in less than an hour. Ain't never happened in history, ever. We've been building steel buildings for a long time. Process that. So I think these people don't care. I think that these people run things, and you get in these positions of power and you realize you really don't have as much power as the media would lead you to believe. How can we get out of that? Well, how do we get out of everything? I'm not sure what we're talking about getting out of, but how do we get out of, if you're talking about the Federal Reserve, I think it's how you get out of everything. All of these things are systems. They're all systems. All we got to do is stop using them. They literally collapse. It's like a bubblegum machine. If you stop, if you stop voting, if you stop voting for bubblegum, I'm a vote for my bubblegum, I'm voting. You know, put your coin in, pull the little lever to get your bubblegum. You stop using it, they take that bubblegum machine like nobody's using it. People stop using the Federal Reserve, nobody uses it. People stop being greedy, stop being a consumer. The malls are closing up all over my country, which is a great thing. People not mad. They're not using them because they're poor. They're not using them because the big malls aren't faddish anymore. But people need to stop using them. Stop using the Federal Reserve. Stop using the banks. Stop working for them. Stop working for big business. It's just, they're all just systems. The Democrats, the Republicans, the DNC, and they're not going to stop on their own. They're just going to keep getting more corrupt. They're not going to, if you actually think that you can reform a cartel, try to reform any cartel. Like, I think there's a time when it's like a government before it becomes violently bloody and apathetic to just every damn thing, indifference to mass rape and genocide, and don't give a damn about none of it. You know, I think there's a time prior you can reform them, but after they get that taste for blood, after they can go kill and destroy nations and murder all these people and funnel weapons and guns all over, I think after they got that going on, it's kind of hard to reform. They already got a taste for blood. It's like a pit bull. No, that's wrong, because I hate how y'all pit bull racist. It's like a German Shepherd. Once that German Shepherd gets a taste for blood, once that wolf gets a taste, you can raise a wolf indoors. Once that wolf finds out, ooh, it tastes kind of good. You better not ever be starved. Like the whole time the wolf, you can raise a bear at home. As long as they don't know what you taste like, you okay, good to go. Then so I think the DNC and GOP and all these political systems, federal, all of them, they all taste blood. After they got that blood, we let them get to that level. You can't do anything but walk away. It's an oligarchy, and Plato told us you cannot vote out an oligarchy. You cannot vote out an oligarchy, and you can't vote change into an oligarchy. It's an oligarchy. Voting is completely useless when you have an oligarchy. It's already too late for that. All we can do is walk away and just show no interest in the system. And the system will collapse. They'll come up with something new because they need people to believe. And they see people stop believing, they got to do something else. It's just like the Matrix. You got to believe. Almost all department stores are gone. Yes, they are, Mary, and I hope they go faster. We need small mom and pop shops to open up. We need to start buying from each other. They'll go away too. Those big businesses that are destroying the world, that are taking loans from the big money coming from the Federal Reserve, that's all based in slave labor and imprisoning our kids to debt up to international billionaires down the road. You know, why in the world would we keep buying for corporations that are doing that? It boggles my mind. We're enslaving our children. Every purchase you get, like people buy stuff, you know, go post it on the internet. Oh, look what I bought! Oh my God, I just bought something at the mall. I'm gonna post it. Get so many likes and need some likes on my post. Then it's just like this thing, whatever this damn thing is, just enslave your children. Like, why in the hell are you? It's just one more thing, one more attachment to a bank loan, one more non-gold-based fake line currency, fractional reserve loan. Kids gotta pay back, but I just bought it. I bought it. Everybody see what it is. Shiny. I love it. That consumerism, people buying a bunch of crap that they don't need. That's what you do. A lot will collapse knowing astrology, XC in for a big change. I think we are in for a big change, Christine Wins. I think we are. Something's changing. Something's changing. Like, ooh, like crazy stuff. Crazy stuff happened, Christine, the other day. Where did I do my video? I think we did a video on Levitation. You know, Levitation is in the news today. I was like, oh Lord have mercy. I did that old 1930s video on Levitation. Like, yeah, this is not new. They've been doing this a long time. They done figured it out. They just didn't share with us what they were doing. They figured out a way to murder people with it. RT today, I'm gonna show that. I am gonna show that. RT today, they had Levitation was in the news. I was just like, how did that happen? Like, you ever have strange coincidences and just make any damn sense? And I'm not talking about you having a conversation and you start seeing ads for it because you have a smartphone. No, that's not a coincidence. That's because your smartphone is always listening to your conversations and they're selling it to corporations to sell you ads. They read your text messages and all your emails. You have no privacy. And if you think that corporations are the first to do that, you dumb as the day is long. Deep state, military industrial complex, AI, learning software, been listening to you for a very long time. I'm talking about just coincidence, things that don't make no damn sense. RT, they got their own mind. I talked about Levitation the other day, and all of a sudden they had a new technology, Levitation. And I'm just like, This is what I'm saying. I listen to RT, but I still like, You know, they try to sell these things like, this is all new, happening now. We just, new scientists figured out how to levitate. Like, no, they've been doing that since probably the 1940s when Nikola Tesla said they could do it. Where is it at? That's why I think things have changed. That's why I think we don't understand this. We're like these weird manifestation engines. We think about things and they happen magically. We have a thought here and somebody else on the other side of the planet has it. There's something in control of all this. There's something powerful in this world that we don't understand. I don't know, what is that? Add a packet to your drinking water. Feel the Russian mental power. Don't add packs of anything to your drinking water. I got pause on that one. Say stop. Don't want to put nothing in your water. Grandmama, you say, don't let anybody play with your booty hole or your mouth hole. Don't let anybody play with your food, and don't let anybody play with your water. Flint, Michigan understands this. Don't ever put nothing in your water. All you need is clean, fresh, spring, healthy water. You can't make it any better. We're not smart enough to better water yet. We can't even figure out how to leave other people alone without meddling. We're not smart enough. Don't let anybody play with your water. All right, done with that. So Levitation, Christine, check this out.
I've spent a lot of time on this particular newscast examining this talk about the, militarization of outer space, Chinese, Russians, the U.S. I thought you'd want to know about a new breakthrough that might allow some spacecraft to travel without fuel or any type of energy source. Think about that, right? Something that's able to move without being pushed or without being fueled or solar or any of that stuff, right? So how's that possible? Well, there are scientists in California who've come up with a new form of movement that involves, are you ready? You remember when you were a kid, you used to watch the magicians on TV? They used to do what?
Levitate.
Levitation.
Wow,
exactly.
so
Here's
new.
Michelle Greenstein to tell us about it. Are they serious? Is this real?
Yeah. I mean, if we're taking them at their word, yes. These scientists at Caltech have essentially discovered a way to propel and levitate objects using light and light only. It's said that this work, as you kind of alluded to, is a step towards developing spacecrafts that could actually leave our solar system, reach planets outside of our solar system. But light's been used to manipulate objects before, but until now you needed very intense, highly focused laser beams. So we could only do this with very small objects at short distances because, of course, there was limitations on the material, the size, the shape of the objects that you could levitate. But with this new research, objects of...
There were limits on size and shapes and everything. Meanwhile, people seeing UFOs all over this planet. Bob Lazar said they got it, they've been doing it. You know, they know what it is. We've been making them. People have pictures of them now, videos, mass sightings, these craft flying everywhere. But yeah, we've never figured out to do it to a bigger size. They've been working on it since the 1940s when they stole all of Tesla's documents. BS.
Many different sizes and shapes could be manipulated with just a light beam. So, you know, levitation, it's not just for nanoparticles anymore.
It sounds like it's not like your grandfather's Cadillac anymore. So you're saying real levitation, like things actually, I mean, we're not kidding here. They actually will be able to move, keep things and move
at
them
a
with
macro scale, yeah.
And it's not new, but...
The levitation itself is not new, but the fact that it could be for things, like I said, bigger than nanoparticles is new. Now, the way they do this is by creating these nanoscale patterns on the surface of the object. So this kind of patterning interacts with the light in a way that the object can right itself if it's thrown off. So we don't need these highly focused laser beams anymore, which, like I said, means we can levitate bigger and bigger objects.
This may sound silly, but I'm thinking about all those movies, and I can
levitate.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but you know, what do I see when I see stuff like this? This is why I say you gotta study everything. Study everything, research everything. Poor people don't lie as much as government. Yet all those poor people and all the black projects that came out and told us we got all the damn UFOs, they're trying to figure out how to do it. Hitler had a bunch of them. America, Russia went in there, stopped World War II. They got the UFOs and they were trying to figure out how to make it work. Bob Lazar worked on that team with how many other whistleblowers have came forward and told us this? They're trying to figure this stuff out. They figure it out. They try to figure out how to weaponize it. And 40 years later, they slowly release it into these private corporations. And the scientists are like, oh, look what I just discovered. And it's like, no, you didn't just discover it because the whistleblowers already told us that you were working on this stuff a long time ago. None of it's new. So whether it came from Tesla technology, UFOs, I honestly don't know. And I don't care. All I know is they lie about it. They always lie about it initially to figure out how to go kill other people with it. And then they slowly release it to us, and it seems like the whole media kind of falls in with that. Oh, it's all new. To me, it's just a failure in the education system. None of it's new. They didn't had this stuff long time ago. I gotta be careful. I start going out there, my friends get me into start talking about UFOs. They can't pull me no damn ochre conversation, but you can pull me in a UFO conversation. You can pull me in an alien conversation. Most of my family were from the military-industrial complex. I'm gonna tell you, they're all lying. All lying. I won't even dare tell you some of the things I've heard. I'm just saying, you're only alone in your own little head. That's the only place that you're alone. And when the aliens actually come, when they actually pay attention to you, that's not aliens. That's the United States Space Force. Dressed up in green suits with antennas, trying to get you scared of something like they did with Russia, China. Who else did they? Germans. Who else did? What all the other things they got us scared of? Mueller. Not Mueller. Maduro. All these things they try to always get us scared of. It's just to walk into what's that? Project Bluebeam. When the alien ships finally show up, you need to understand the entire world, whoever is in them, and it may not be United States Air Force, because United States is going to be poor, broken when the overall trials are done with us and Rockefellers real soon. We're all going to be eating bowls of rice and plantains that we dig out of the ground in root systems like The Road, the movie The Road. So it might be Russians flying UFOs. We have no idea who's going to fly. All we know is the 12 families are behind all these levitation devices, and they're not aliens. Aliens don't care about you. Aliens care about you. Well, not really. I don't know. Who knows? But in my opinion, aliens care about you as much as you care about bugs on your way to work. What happens when a bug hits your window? You're driving to work, you know, look, what the hell is that? Earth is in my damn way. I'm trying to pave a road here. You just turn your windshield wipers. You know, if aliens really cared, they'd show up in force right now and stop the nonsense around the world. I think they just either want to let us figure out, or we're just not as interesting as we like to pretend we are. We are these self-serving, egotistical, we are greater than thou bastards. And we've already killed God. Most of the Christians don't even believe in Christ now, but Christ said that a long time ago, you know. And so, anyway. I don't know how we got to, oh, Christine, yeah, right, because Christine said, yeah, well, we're moving into some new age. And I think we are. I think they are starting to release some of this technology. And technology's not a bad thing. Automation's not a bad thing. You just got to figure out how to make sure it's utilized to help people, not make corporations wealthier, greedier, more powerful so they can make more 5G, 6G, 7Gs, 8Gs. Because there's an eventual G where they can melt us. It's microwave energy. And at a certain point in time, with enough power, I was listening to Michio Kaku explain, theoretical physicist, that with wave energy, with these EMFs, you can actually melt at the atomic level. You can actually melt things if you have enough power. He said that you can melt so far down beneath the atomic level that there's a scientific theory that you can melt into another universe. And that's kind of some of the fear behind the Hadron Collider and opening up other windows and things. And I'm just like, this is why 5G is a bad idea. I'm not saying 5G is strong enough to open up portals to anything. I'm just saying 5G affects everything, from microbiology to birds to bees to human beings, and given enough power, it will literally murder us all and expose a new dimension. I just think that's a bad idea. We can look at that if y'all want to look at that. Call me fake news. I listen to smart people. I tell you what those smart people say. All right. A lot will collapse knowing a straw. Okay, right. That's how we got there, Christine. All right, yeah, you said that. Okay. What's Yvonne talking about? I'm not sure. It seems too easy for them. Too evil. Yeah, we got a lot of evils. But I think fixing everything is easy. I see easy solutions everywhere. I just see us walking away, us growing up and walking away from selective meddling and selective outrage and selective colonization and selective reparations and selective racism and selective nationism and selective religionism. I think when we grow up and we just walk away from all of that and actually do what all those gods and natural law said, which is leave everybody alone, all of the nonsense collapses. Like, the world doesn't work with elites. Like, really think about it. That, you know, the statement, Yvonne, the world does not work with elites. It doesn't. It never has, and it never will. You can't have elites, because in order to be elite, you have to violate someone's sovereignty. You have to meddle in someone's life or their approach to life. You got to meddle in their nation. You got to meddle in their continent. You can't have elites. You absolutely can't have elites. And it's not eating the rich, because you don't want to be the rich. No one should be elite. Everybody should be okay. Every child should be born with the same rights and access to everything as a bug is born. A water bug, a ladybug, a cockroach, a rat, a mouse. Every human being born on this planet, every one of your little cousins that born with the goo-goo mouth and the eye, that baby stuff, every last one of them should have the rights of a damn rat. But unfortunately, most kids born in America don't have the rights of a damn rat, because rats aren't born into debt. Rats aren't born into slavery and forced labor like every American kid is. And rats aren't born starving, because I had rats. No, I didn't have rats, I had mice. They were in my garage, they ate the damn cardboard. They can eat anything. They're not starving. They ain't worried about, you know, rat aid going to the rat community next door and starving the rats at home. They can eat cardboard. They can eat concrete. They can eat anything they want to eat. Sticks and rocks and rice and anything. They eat your clothes. They have more access to living their own authentic sovereign life than every single baby born in this world. And that's just a damn shame. That should be a shame and an outrage. That's something to be outraged about. You want to be outraged? Don't tell me about no damn Mueller, Russia, and none of that nonsense that your intellect is told on television by your leaders who all act childish and immature. Tell me, get outraged about what's happening to children all around this planet and in your neighborhood. Outrage ever on anything important? Ever? Elites can't exist. Elites cannot exist. And if you keep electing leaders and politicians that take money from all the elites, do you think elites are going anywhere? Do you think the DNC is going to get cleaned up? Do you think the GOP is going to, do you think America, do you think France, do you think all over this world people are flipping out, the bourgeois, they're not working out, people. It's not working out. When people have more power over you, they murder you and rape you and they kill your children and enslave them. No more elites. None. Don't want to be them. Don't want what they have. Don't want the crap that they sell you so you can post on Instagram. Just walk away from it. That's how you build a better world. Malls are closing. Yes, they are, Mary. Please, faster. Please, faster. I laugh and giggle every year when they do that close report. Like, JCPenney just closed 5,000 stores. You murdering, colonizing bastards. We just freed millions of kids all over the world. You know, it's like Abercrombie and Fitch just closed 500 stores. Yes! Yes! Freedom for Latin America! You know. So I enjoy it. I believe in small business. I think you should be empowered, not enslaved. And how you get empowered is you take your passion and you figure out what the hell your passion is and you go do it until you can make and I don't say make money with it, until you can provide for yourself and your family with it. That's when you got something. That's when you're outside of this system. Please order and gets it delivered. No need for shops. Well, yeah, they have the damn drones now, drone deliveries. That's coming. We could be delivering medical kits to people in car crashes and dying and kids choking in daycares. Yeah, we could do that. We could use medical drones off the top of hospitals anytime we want to. No, that's not what we're doing. We're using drones to go bomb children overseas, and because you're clapping. Because you think it's better that you get Oprah Winfrey or somebody or Joe Biden or Bernie to bomb the children. It's a better idea to do that than to let Trump bomb them. I just think no one should be bombed. Like, what's wrong with that? Why can't we use drones to save people's lives? How about that? How about we use Fitbits to know when little kids are falling in pools and drowning, and drones fly out at lightning speed from town centers and drop things, grappling hooks like in the Matrix or whatever, pull them out. Like you think it sounded crazy, and then it had to be that. Version 1 might be little kids wear Fitbits instead of murdering them in other nations, and they fall in the pool, and immediately you have drones stationed every 1,000 feet instead of 5G towers, because drones cost less. And if any of those things go underwater, the drone flies out, flies over, it ain't bath time, it makes a siren noise. And magically, what happens in your world? No toddlers fall in pools and drown and die because we utilize technology to murder people. Instead, we use technology to help people. Imagine that. We could do that any day we want. We're not doing it. We're not doing it because we're psychopaths. We keep voting for and cheering for psychopaths. People, our favorite ones, the ones that aren't going to do it. And we think we're building a better world for the children, and we're not. Virgins were no longer sacrificed when folks stop believing in the volcano god. People will no longer be sacrificed when folks stop believing in the government gods. Amen, Rebecca. Amen, amen, amen. When we are done taking virgins to the top of these damn pyramids and sacrificing, when we're done sacrificing Venezuelans, when we're done colonizing, we're done letting poor kids die in poor neighborhoods and trailer parks and farms, when we're done doing that, when we're done cheering for corporations that are actually doing that, because these aren't poor people, these aren't scarce people, they're not people in lack, they're people who are being shut out so they can't have, because that artificial scarcity, that lack makes big corporations big money. When we stop cheering for this crap, then you got something. But as long as you're sacrificing children on these pyramids, which lemon in your water is good for you. Yes, heaven, I agree with you. I take that back. Did I say don't put nothing in your water? I didn't say that. Did I say that? I said that, didn't I? Heaven pulling me back. Yeah, put lemon in your water. Natural things. Don't put no damn chemicals in your water. Put some stevia in your water. Sweeten it up if the kids don't like water. Put some little mint in there, a little green tea, a little tinkle, and then get the lemon and then put it under your armpits. It's the best deodorant on the planet. I'm telling you, it's the best deodorant on the planet. Don't meddle with aluminum in your bloodstream. Don't believe big pharmaceutical companies that make that chemical crap and put aluminum in there. Don't do it. Just take a little lemon, that's it. Citrus, antibacterial, takes out the funk. Trust me. Then your natural processes will come back and you won't stink anymore. Stink exit. If you use deodorant, you're gonna stink. You're gonna smell like a chemical for a while, you're gonna stink. You need natural bacteria to fight your BO and your funk. Otherwise, you're ruining our air. You're ruining the air. I can't stand it. I'm behind, driving in traffic and 8 cars behind you. I shouldn't smell your perfume. I don't know you. I don't know your name, and I don't know the color of your car. It's a 1-ton vehicle. I can't even see it. I should not smell your perfume or your cologne. All right. I don't know how we got there. I don't know how we got there. Stop meddling. Stop meddling. So meddle in the water, but only meddle if it's natural. Meddle in your body only if it's natural. Don't meddle with no damn chemicals in your body. That's another form of meddling, another form of selective meddling. Let me see what else we got. John Kirkow is a I know that name, is a breath of fresh air. Okay, I know the name. Didn't he write a book? Aliens did not give us okra, Justin. They did not. Don't put that on the aliens. They're evolved and sentient creatures. They don't have nothing to do with that, don't ancient aliens. Look at flat earth movement. It's like we're going backwards in time trying to find the edge again. And they love it. While reprogramming more lies into individual minds. Well, right, and that is another good example, Daniel. It's like we are going back. But I get it, though. Like, I get flat earth people. I do. I get them. I don't believe them, but I get them. We have a lying government. And they're just at this point, because I think at a certain point in time, when you just see too many lies in too many places, you're just like, just throw it all off. And then you go back to bloodletting. Sometimes bloodletting works. Bloodletting actually did work. Intermittent fasting actually worked too. Flat earth on the turtle shell, I don't think that fits in too well, but I get it. When you got a lying government, you're not supposed to believe anything, and they don't believe anything. So I get where they came from, but I don't necessarily agree with it. No, the aliens taught us how to grow okra. Justin, stop it with your hashtag fake news. The aliens taught us how to grow. They taught us mathematics and science, and they taught us how to grow food, and they probably gave us some seeds because we always did it, and every time we kill ourselves off to 10,000 because we're dumb and stupid and we keep voting for an elite, the aliens come back and they teach us how to grow things, and they take Enoch up and they show him how to do this, and they come up out of the center of the earth like Admiral Byrd said, and they give us our stuff back. Like, listen, this is how you do this. Everybody who came for you was dumb as hell. They voted for Democrats and Republicans. Got just elite going on. They couldn't seem to figure it out. Their brains didn't work the right way. The dendrites and neurons couldn't connect because the chemtrails and spraying everything out. They're eating aluminum, and they just couldn't figure it out. And they all died out here. Here's how you do all this stuff. And here's the Garden of Eden. And every now and then a weed or something will come up called okra. Just don't ever eat that stuff. It's just like John Lemon said it back in the 60s. Oh, John Lennon. I think it's John Lemon. I was like, John Lemon, that's that guy they threw off the news. Because he said something true. He said something true. You say true things, you don't get to stay. And I didn't agree with John Lemon. I didn't like him much at all, to be honest with you. But he said a few things that were true. But finally, he said something too true. And it's like, you can't be on television. You're going to say true things. You can't be on the news. If you're against war, you don't get to be on the news. You got to be for war. You got to be for rape and destruction and murdering and killing people. Otherwise, you can't be on the news. Because we need the people to cheer this. We need people to cheer violence and psychopathy. We don't deserve the help of the aliens. No, Christine, we don't. If I was an alien, like Christine, like think about it. If you were an alien, would you help the humans? I know I would. Shoot, if I was an alien right now, yeah, I might be trying to like get y'all to be sovereigns. I might do a live stream every day, but I ain't giving you my ray gun. Hell no, you gonna shoot me. How am I gonna give you a ray gun if it's like giving a toddler a gun? Do you teach a toddler how to use a gun-free energy? Hell no, you don't. If you're an alien, no, they just gonna blow them up and they're gonna blow us up. They're gonna create a tear in time-space fabric, making a weapon to blow up another country, and they're trying to come into space. Hell no, if I was an alien, shoot. Christine, I'll be honest with you. If I was an alien, I'd be putting our base on the moon right now. Like, yeah, you think y'all coming out here? Y'all ain't coming out here. Y'all ain't bringing that messing. Like, people try to walk in your house and bring dirt. Then think about it from a logical perspective. Do you let people walk in your house with muddy shoes? Do you? We had something called a mud room. The old houses, you had mud rooms. In the new houses, they had these floor mats. Come in the house, take your shoes off. Don't track your mud in my house. You think aliens gonna let us track mud in their house? Yeah, the aliens, the angels and the demons, they might be fighting each other, but they ain't gonna mess around with us tracking mud all in their house because your grandmama ain't do it, your mama ain't do it, and damn sure ain't no aliens gonna do it. That's what I think. I think I think the Tower of Babylon is a thing. I think that we evolve in technology till we get to join the gods. Yes, we're gonna make a tower, we're gonna make a ship, we got levitation devices, we're gonna go and fly with the gods. And the aliens like, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You ain't gonna track that violent mud out here. We're gonna shoot every last one of them things down. We're gonna just tap an asteroid so it just goes and hits the planet. And we think, oh, every million years an asteroid hits the planet. No, asteroids probably don't hit the planet on accident. You know, the gods send great floods, and then the gods apologize later, like, yeah, dang it, I'm sorry. I never destroy the earth by flood again. That's why you got to read scripture. A lot of truthful things in there, whether it's Gilgamesh or the Egyptians or the Noah floods, all the same thing. We got this massive flood. Where all this water come from? You believe in a flood? You're crazy. It's like, no, the planet been flooding a long time. Geologists are now even agreeing. Now you're finding the asteroids because they're surveying all the Earth's the bottom of the seafloor, and they're finding all these massive asteroids that the aliens just pushed over because we figured out levitation devices and floating. We tried to take our chimp-like psychopathy into space and like, no, you're not. We're gonna knock you back to 5,000 people. See if you can figure it out again. All right, let me see. Look it up. Then the film is a thing. Go back to our roots. Yes, Mary. We should have never left our roots. We need to take down wisdom from our elders. Listen to the wisdom that was handed down. We should never have to go back to our roots. We should always stay on the root. Always stay on the handed down wisdom of the people who came before us. We will return to caring for each other and Mother Earth. Victoria, I think so. I'm very positive when it comes to that. I'm very positive. What time is it? It's 8. It's 10:18. If somebody ever does a compilation, it's gonna, Victoria's gonna look like, we all gonna die. Oh, we gonna make it. Y'all love each other. We all gonna die. We all gonna make it. We just ain't gonna make it. We just chimps. It's gonna be back and forth. I don't know. 10:18 this morning, Eastern Coast. Yeah, I think we are. I think we'll figure it out. I don't know that all of us get to go along on that voyage, but I think we'll figure it out. The Earth cannot be flat because if it was, all the cats would have knocked everything off of it. Yeah, you're right. I agree with that too. It's like, yeah, if the Earth was flat, nah. I think somebody would have already made like some sort of a jackhammer. The Republicans, the Democrats, or Russia, or somebody, Pentagon, they'd have made a jackhammer and put it under the side of the Earth, and they just started cranking it up. If y'all don't do what we say and give us all your oil and resources, we gonna knock the Earth over. No, we return to 7 teachings of truth. Oh, it just went away. Outrage, no more war. No more war. Love that, Yvonne. Absolutely. Let me see. See you wouldn't want to be your elite. Yeah, see you wouldn't want to be your elites, right? And that's all we got to do, Lori, is just walk away. Walk away. Be done with it. Walk away. Walk away from violence. Walk away from violent people. Walk away from rapers and rapists. Stop calling people who are defending themselves attackers. Nobody in Gaza is attacking anybody. They're defending themselves. You see a woman swinging back at a rapist. You see a small, poor group of people with some damn slings throwing them at tanks. They're not attacking. They're fighting off an aggressor. Peace begins with me, yes. When it comes to Israel and Gaza, I always say we have a 2-state solution. We can stop the fighting anytime we want. Israel's not defending themselves. They're murdering people. They're stealing land. They're defying God. Let's see. We need to create a new pastime protesting our predator class. We do, Mary. I think we are, though. I think we are. Anna saying it's interrupted. Yeah, got interrupted on me a couple times. I had to restart. They interrupted my own video. I can't even see the comments. That's what it does. It doesn't matter whether malls are closing because online retail is growing. It is. And I think it should, Yvonne. Like, I'm not anti-technology at all. I love technology. I think we should go in those directions because fixing our logistics and being able to figure out how to deliver food faster in America or developed countries that have got money like Britain or somebody else, those delivery and logistic systems, that software and the drone delivery and all that stuff can help poor people all over the planet, right? We got people who have needs all over this world. So we got to move forward with that. But I think part of it, there's a lot of things that people won't buy online. And I'm that way. I'm not much of an online buyer. I'll buy it online if I can't find it local. If I can't find it local, I want to touch it, feel it, sniff it, put it on, see how I look, check out my butt, make sure that you look how it's supposed to. I had a good winter. I ate too much. I want to make sure that it's like, and I think most women are that way with clothes too. Like, but I really don't buy much. I even if I was an online buyer, they just not gonna make a lot of money off of me. I don't buy many things. I buy plants, I buy herbs, I buy me some crystals. I got some great friends that send me crystals. Like, I'll do those things. Y'all can send me all the crystals you want, by the way. Y'all send me crystals. Just don't put no hexes on them. Don't put no negative energy in them. That's all I'm saying. Identity versus identity. Yes, that's all it is, Jeannie. It's just we're being farmed across the planet. We're a human farm. Everything sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher without coffee. Kelly, because I don't know, it's like an ungodly hour in California right now. Like, Stores closing is just a sign we are giving it all to Amazon, not that we are consuming less. Right, and that's true, Sharon, and that's kind of where I was going with that, is that people are buying more online, but they're also buying more local too for mom and pops. And so there's a lot of opportunity opening up for us not to work for enslaving countries or enslaving companies. We can get away from this stuff, we just gotta want to. People right now don't want to. They still like their slave mineral trash. Just saw anti-Wi-Fi paint. What? Go on, that's a great idea. See, that's what y'all should make. You can start a business right now making hemp paste. Is Kelly still here? Hemp paste, aluminum-based, Wi-Fi, tin can hat, 5G fighting paint. That makes really good sense. I know that. Wow, that's phenomenal. That's right. Paint the inside of everything. You can make Wi-Fi, anti-Wi-Fi clothing. If I had that paint, I'd probably grow some massive trees and just paint all, paint all the trees, just paint designs, anything to just deter that signal. Aloe vera water. I'm scared of that. I got a buddy of mine, bonsai guy, he and his wife drink aloe water. I'm scared of that. I grow aloe. Because I asked, you know what I asked him? And I said, what kind of aloe? And he said, aloe. And I said, you know, it ain't just the aloe. They're poisonous aloe. There's aloe because they got that one lady, she drank that aloe smoothie and died. There's some aloes that'll kill you. I grow like 4 different varieties of aloe. There's a lot of aloe out there. In the hands of the elite, all technology is used for death. That's all it is, Megs. That's all it is. Every time we give them powerful things, they use it for Greek fire. No matter what it is, they use it for Greek fire, put it in a tank and shoot it at people and kill people. That's why we can't have elites. They all have to go away. Our population is at the point that not everyone has an opportunity to become self-sufficient. Any city, urban dwellers need jobs to survive. The indoctrinated capitalism. You remove physical jobs by closing stores and replacing with automation and online shopping. Well, you know what? This is why I think we're at that point. I don't think we're overpopulated. I think we're overpopulated for the nonsense. I think we have too many people for the elites to get eliter. They always want to get eliter. And so what they do is they hide resources from us. I don't think jobs should exist. I think that kids should, you know, it's easy for people to look and tell another adult, get a job, bum. And like I said, I'm against that. I'm against that. That's why I talk about kids. Like, think of these little kids who just want to grow up and play the piano. They just want to paint and color. They just want to do beautiful things. You'll have enough engineers, you'll have enough scientists, you'll have enough people to drive things forward. I don't think people should have jobs. I think you should follow your passion for a living. We have robots and automation to make sure that that happens. So nobody pays for it. So that ancient old argument, well, you're just going to tax us more if you give things to people. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. We actually got robots to do that. Go to any of your grocery stores in America and you can see you got an automated checkout line. It's right in your face. We can make automated checkout lines to make sure people don't die of starvation. You know, so I think that age-old argument, it's dead. You know what I mean? I think we just need to take care of people. I don't believe in the minimum wage. I don't believe in guaranteed jobs. I don't believe in none of that nonsense. We have the technology right now to take care of everybody because we got the technology to wage war on every continent all over this planet. So overnight, we don't need to move slow. We don't have to change slow. We can change everything right now. And what's at stake? If America doesn't change the world, if American citizens don't stop being childish little ignorant babies and grow the hell up, stop pointing at everybody else for their problems, and we don't actually make a model for the world where people get to eat. See, right now, America is the one nation that can do an Ubuntu type movement where we take care of everybody and nobody pays for it. We utilize automation, and then that can be a model for the world. But like, I think we got two options in there. While we have the ability, because we're powerful, to change the model of the world, we change the model of the world, or we wait till somebody else equates us in power. And that's what's gonna happen, because we're broken, busted, and the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, just like Starbucks and the other 12 families, are moving their stores overseas, because there are more buyers over there. So they're gonna keep the debt that our kids gotta pay back. They're gonna take their coffee and technology and Raytheon military industrial complex tanks, death rays, Space Force lasers, and go to Russia, or go to China, or go anywhere else. And guess what? And then hopefully they'll evolve the world into a newer model, but odds are that won't happen. Odds are they'll become colonizers that we were. They'll come and colonize us. They'll destroy us. They'll enslave us. They'll build walls up around us and shoot rockets over it and pee rain on us. And hopefully in another 500 years, their citizens are more mature and grown enough to stop conflict, to end conflict and evolve the world's model. All right, ooh, that was a lot. I know another reason it couldn't be flat. NASA's full of crap. Yeah, Patricia, that you can't trust. You can't trust NASA. I have friends who work for NASA. You can't trust them. They lie. I make deodorant with cocoa oil, baking soda, and lavender essential oils. Sell, barter, and trade with my community for it. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, Sister Victoria. And you are fighting the deep state more by doing that and making deodorant than voting. You are doing that more than sharing posts on Facebook and fighting with other people in comment sections. You're not buying from these big corporations. You're not buying from the chemical companies. Wasn't that just a chemical company that caught on fire in Texas? Was that yesterday, 2 days ago? Wait a minute, recaught on fire whenever it was. You got all these sick people that are telling people, where's it, San Antonio? Where was that? They're telling people, close your windows. Close my windows, turn my air conditioner off? How about you stop building chemical companies all over this damn world, knowing that chemical companies are destroying ecosystems and violating, meddling in our environment? They're causing all the problems. How about you do that? I'll close my windows this time, but you stop writing laws and giving land that doesn't belong to you, let alone the corporations, to build these damn chemical plants. All right. Y'all are kind of talkative this morning. Peace is a dirty word to warmongers. It is. The people they get people to embrace and love war. If you were alien, Brother Kelly said, yeah, I'm alien. I'm alien, but I'm not like Melmac alien. I'm not like Alf alien. I'm not like in War of the Worlds alien. Alien in terms of I understand my second chromosome is not my second chromosome. It's not from here. I know that to know, and scientists have already told us that the second chromosome doesn't fit in your body with your other chromosomes. That something else stitched it in. It is more evolved than every other chromosome in your body, and it didn't come from monkeys. I'm sorry, we're only 98% monkey. The second chromosome is not one. That's alien. We're all related to the aliens, just how we're related to people in Gaza, just how we're all related to the people in Israel. We're all related to the people in Venezuela. The Democrats are related to Republicans. I don't care what you say. They are your cousins. We are all family. We're one big, dumb, ignorant, stupid family, and you're the drunk uncle that drink too damn much and act when you need to grow up and show the next generation that you can sit at Thanksgiving and act like a damn adult. That's what we are. That's why I drink coffee. Brother Don is in the house. Good morning. Why do people block instead of having peaceful and logical conversations, Daniel? Because they can remain gaslit. Don't try to wake them up. You try to wake them up, you disturb people. When you wake people up, what they do? Like, you ever have a big friend sleep on your sofa, like one of them big guys, 220 pounds, you know, he was in the Iraq war. And sometimes he get a little edgy, you know, and you go wake him up. You wake him up with a stick. You don't go shake the brother like how you I wake up my kids sometimes. I terrorize my kids. I go wake them like, ah! They're like, ah! You know, because it's fun. That's what my dad did to me. He's in the military. You don't wake up certain people that way. You wake up your ex-military friend like that, like, wake up! Ah! He'll put you in the death hole, choke, break your neck, slit your wrist, before he even realizes you. When you wake up people, they're grumpy. They don't want to know. They're not ready to be woke up that quickly. So I think we have to wake people up slow. It's like it's a progression. You Daniel, your post is like the whole it's just a whole lot of this, right? I think you wake up people slowly. I mean, people, they delete me and block me and they do stuff like that. But I try to limit that. I laugh about it, but I try to limit it. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm sorry, I hate to say it doesn't hurt my feelings. I actually have to go down my list and delete people. I go down like, dang it, I get 5,000 friends already. I just last week deleted 30 people. And I go down, I start deleting people. And I don't know why Facebook doesn't do that. Like, because it's easy. If you go down the list, you'll see people who deleted their profile. And I look at people who deleted mine, I delete, so I can get other people in there. And I just find the freakiest people I can. When I get these friend invites, I look for it. I want to make sure you're not an AI, you're not trying to sell me something, you're not just the girl with booby pictures and trying to find a man or something. And if you got something intelligent on your page, we need to be friends. Something that I don't understand, we need to be friends. So I'm okay with people blocking me, people who aren't ready to wake up. Because one time I was gaslit and I didn't know. Are the not? Oh, somebody said something about Gnostic texts. I think that was Meg's. All right, let me see. All right, we're almost done. What time is it? We're almost done. I got a lot of work to do today. Mother Earth is getting ready to shake us off like fleas off a dog. Watch, and she should, Victoria. She should if we don't figure it out. We don't figure out how to love each other, she should. Folks in the Midwest peering at God thinking no more flooding, okie dokie. Flooding is coming. The climates are constantly being changed. I don't believe in climate change. I believe that the climates always change, and I think that other people are changing them right now because they signed that damn weather pact. Talked about the other day. They signed that weather pact when all the nations came together. When was it? It was 1974. I won't forget that date. 1974. They signed that agreement that said that, hey, we're not going to use weather weapons against other nations' people. So yeah, they wouldn't sign that agreement unless it was already a problem by then. If they were already using weather weapons in the 1970s, what the hell do we think they're doing now? Because baby, I'm so hard to handle now. Mess around. Oh, you're singing that song. That song, Daniel. I don't remember the lyrics, but yes, I remember the lyrics, not how it goes. These floods will affect not just food costs, but gas prices as well due to a decrease in ethanol, which is why we need to prepare for the changing climates, Meg. That's what I believe when it comes to climate change. Bad things are happening. We need to be preparing for them. I don't know what government's doing. Government can't have secrets. I believe they are because they're always up to some diabolical crap like they always are. But the water always rises too. I think we need to grow. We need to help farmers grow the things that can grow in a changing climate and protect people. Very simple. Use automation to preserve life, and you're not using automation to take life. People mistake kindness for weakness often. Yes, they do, Lori, and that's okay because then they'll never see you coming. That's all right. We need to stop panicking and start organizing. Yes, Victoria, no panicking. Nobody should be panicking. Nothing is new. None of this is new under the sun. The kings, lords, and queens been murdering, raping, and killing us and enslaving our next generations on gaslit populations since the beginning of time. There is absolutely nothing to be outraged about. Nothing. We should be upset with some things. We should be upset with death, destruction, rape, and murder, and starvation, and genocide, but don't be outraged about it, because when you get outraged, you make it emotional. When it becomes emotional, nothing ever changes. Local economy helps things arrive to their destination quickly. Exactly, Marin, and it's more sustainable. I'm against all foreign trade. I think it's stupid. I think that we shouldn't trade anything foreign that local people don't have. Kelly said one state Palestine. All right, Kelly, I gotta disagree with you. I can't go there. I can't go there. Because there were, and this is, I said it before, there are kids that live in Israel that were born there, and we have more than enough land to take care of all of them. Like, I wouldn't look at them and say, you need to get out of here. Like, I don't think that that's right. They had nothing to do with the psychopaths that came before them that defied God and stole the land, right? So I think that if there were kids born there that have nothing to do with this, there are kids born in Gaza that have nothing to do with this, West Bank got nothing to do, anything that people want to blame people for and like group them, because I'm against grouping. Like, we even say Palestine, like that doesn't even exist, right? There's millions of different ideologies and philosophies and groups and beliefs and stances within those groups. Like, that's why I'm against all the generalization. I just look at it and say there are a lot of people who live here that are being grouped up with psychopaths that are causing problems, and we as a world can put an end to it. So why not just put an end to it? Let the kids born in Israel stay in Israel, the kids born in the West Bank, Gaza, stay there, but let's make sure they're all taken care of like American kids. Let's make sure they got all the food, water, house, give them some swimming pools, make sure that they have a great education, not indoctrination, make sure that the kids in Israel see pictures of kids in Palestine and they play and go on field trips together and they know them and they get along how they always have until Zionists made everybody hate each other, or made the popular people hate each other. I believe in peaceful solutions, and a one-state solution I don't think equates peace. Right now, they are two states, and I think that's a reality we got to deal with, but we can stop that. We have peacekeeping forces that can stop that any day we choose. All we got to do is stop beating the drum war. Did I say the drum war? Stop beating the war drums. That's all we got to do is stop beating on this side, stop beating on that side, and beat the peace drum. Like, we're done with you. We're done with the IDF. We're going to disband you, or we're going to cut off all your funding. We're going to take all your drones, and we're going to build up a wall around. You're done. We're going to send a bunch of heroes. The U.S. military, most of them, those kids just want to be heroes. The police, most of them, they just want to be heroes. The FBI, most of them, they just want to be heroes. The CIA, they were the little kids who ran around with the guns and pow, 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 get a bad guy. You know, they just want to be heroes. And it's the people at the top that make them villains. They have villain projects, but they want to be heroes. And so they try to convince them that what they're doing isn't colonization and killing, but it actually is for some freedom or democracy or defense. It ain't none of that. You want to defend people, they can go defend all the children in Israel and Gaza at the same time. We have the greatest peacekeeping force on this planet. You know, you get rid of the Israel government because they're all corrupt and dirty from the top to the bottom. Get rid of Hamas and the PLA, dirty from the top to the bottom. And we just say we're done. It's all over. Everybody go home. Nothing to see here. Everybody has food, water, houses, your swimming pools, your air conditioner. Go learn, get education, chase your passions. And we can do that just how we can do it in America. You know, that's what I believe. That's what I believe. All right. My butt hurts. We ready to go? Why are you scared? Oh, no, I'm not scared of anything. Let me see. New world eliter. No, we don't need any world. We don't need any more eliters. It's not pie people. There's still some for you. The world. Right. It's not pie people. There's still some for you to the world of abundance. Right. We live in an abundant world, Jasmine. There's plenty to go around. Plenty to go around. There's just not enough to go around with elites. We can't have elites anymore. Technology is not the problem, intent is. Exactly. Guns aren't the problem, the assault rifles aren't the problem. The problem is stupid people who keep blaming inanimate objects. The military-industrial complex isn't the problem. It actually can be part of a solution still in a violent world. Unfortunately, somebody bought it and it's being used to cause problems. So never blame the technology. The robots aren't the problem. Robots can save lives, do surgeries, and feed people and stop drowning and do all kind of amazing things. Technology isn't the problem, it's the intent. It always is the intent. But we gotta grow up to make sure it stop being used for greed and start being used for people. We're a species, we need to act like it. The people in control aren't going to let us exist without slave labor. No, they're not, Mary, and which is why we have to walk away from all of it. No more selective slavery. It's not okay to enslave the other people because you don't like them. There are no others. We're all family. Houston 2 weeks strong now. Oh, Houston 2 weeks is strong now. Okay, it was in Houston, it was 2 weeks ago. Okay, the chemical fire explosion. Well, I heard there was a second flare up in the fire, and I'm just like that's a hint. You know, that's a hint. It's a violation. They shouldn't even have that chemical plant there. They shouldn't be making chemicals anymore. We should be done with this nonsense. We know, we're smart enough now to know that the chemicals being used are destroying the planet. Let me see. Get down, the comments get down. It's constantly fighting. Yes, Megs, we are a drunken, stupid family full of a lot of childish adults that keeps fighting over nothing important. Israel is an abomination of lizard people. Brother Kelly. What makes the chromosome so special? That's a key. Yeah, Eckham, I wouldn't know. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it. I just kind of looked at a few scientists talking about the structure of that DNA. But there's something specific about it. It might just be something that like fungus does where, you know, it allows us to change the neuron setups and have different dendrite connections that brought about the intelligence. Like I can see the alien taking a rib out of it. And giving the rib not just to Adam, but to Eve. You know, the second chromosome that kind of looks like a rib, but it's not really a rib. And if Adam was looking at it, he'd be like, damn it, that's a rib. I'm feeling hungry. And it's like, no, that's DNA and it's just a second chromosome. You know, but putting it in, because that's what we do, and that's what I would do, right? If we're flying around in space, we run into a planet full of monkeys and dinosaurs, and they're like, oh, we can make something there. You know, give them a little bit of the start of intelligence and then leave. And hopefully they figure out how to become intelligent. Sentience will hopefully set in by the year 2020, 2019. Eventually sentience will settle in. They'll realize they're all family. They'll have enough scientists to figure out, yeah, we're all related. This second chromosome isn't ours. It was stitched in, so we can't be alone in the universe. That a lot of the religions about creation, and the Aborigines was right about a creation mother or God or Anunnaki or whatever you want to call it. Maybe we should all work together. The aliens ain't coming back to help us because we act stupid. We need to evolve past violence. And I think that's what that second chromosome probably is, Ekam. It probably is something that allows us to have intelligent thought and evolve to a point where they'll let us go out into space, where we'll be worth saving instead of just being worth being wiped out all the time by these asteroids. Let me see. Sharon said, wake me up like that at your peril. At your peril, right? Sharon. I get it. I know you know what you're talking about. It's like, yeah, some people know you can wake up slow. We're gonna let you wake up slow. Let people wake up and do that. Coming to America, wake up where you get up slow. Some people you can't wake up fast. Yep, my dad would wake us up swinging. Right, he died crazy, man. Patricia, he came in one morning with a damn trash can, banging on the trash can like this was, what was that movie, Full Metal Jacket? The movie was a Platoon or whatever it was, where the guy came in, banging on the trash can. He thought it was boot camp. Loved him to death, but the man was crazy. Aliens, but the military's supposed to make you crazy. Aliens, or difference from other primates, is probably due to a genetic material transfer through the viral bacterial infection through a similar process to genetic engineering. Very possible, Tori. Very possible. Are you thinking artificial or biological? See, I don't argue with people who have different theories because I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't there with the Anunnaki or the fungus or, microbiology. I wasn't there. I just look back and I'm like, you know what? Wow. This scientist say this scientist say that, there's this theory, there's that theory. I don't have to pick a theory. I'll say what I think and I keep moving. We have important things to fix, and I don't want to get lost into like arguing stuff like that. I don't believe that the ancients lied. I think that they all looked up and they saw these creatures, and somebody said alien rape, and then the Nephilim and the sons of light and all of these ancient cultures said that these aliens came here and they did that. They did the rape thing. They did the rapey DNC and GOP thing where they rape people all over the planet to spread their DNA. They did that colonizer thing. Yeah, I always have to pull the DNC and GOP in because I don't want anyone to start to think that they're okay and they should exist. They're an elitist organization. They're used to kill, murder people, and rob and steal. You should not be a member of them. You shouldn't be supporting them. You have children. You are a children. You're a person. You're a human being. They kill human beings for profit. They've already been bought. Let's stop playing. Let's grow up. 5,300 is pushing for me. 5,000. Oh, Daniel, I know what we're talking about. I'm getting down the comments. Start questioning all these false flag shootings and people will start bailing. Right, everything has to be questioned, Patricia. Nobody at this point, we all should be grown and nobody should be accepting it because it's on TV. Because it's on the boob tube does not make it true, ever. It's 22 degrees on the porch here in Vermont. Right, Deborah, which is why I'm not in Vermont. Gluck with that. Gluck with that. The kids say gluck. They put a G in front of the luck. Gluck with that. No, I don't do. I love Vermont. Beautiful people. A lot of friends up there. A lot of family up there. But you get too cold up there. You're too far above the human house. Like today, it's gonna be warm here. I'm getting my plant. Not today. I think tomorrow. I'm taking all my plants out. I have a garden. I have probably 1,000 plants indoors. I got to take them out. So you have old ladies who are cat collectors. I'm a plant collector. I take everybody's plants. They're like, I got this plant, it's dead. I'm like, it's not dead. Can I have it? I take it. I'm driving my car and y'all take a little innocent, lonely plant and put it out on the sidewalk just to die. I grab the plant, throw it in my truck. I'm a plant collector like a little old lady. The only thing about plants I appreciate that the cats don't do is the plants won't eat me when I die. I'll still have my fingers and my toes when I die. All these cat collectors, you think that cat love you? All right, that cat gonna nibble on you when you die. That cat love you. Why are you putting milk in the bowl and kibbles in bits? And we friends. Don't ever forget that's a lion. Don't ever forget that is a damn lion. And when it's hungry, you're gonna be at your funeral. You're not gonna have a nose, no lips. It goes for the eyeballs sometimes and the ears and stuff. You're gonna look. I'm telling you, that's why I collect plants. I do not collect cats. I love them to death. I love cats to death, but I am not confused Watch the documentary Lion in My Living Room. It's on Netflix. It will explain to you that we domesticated dogs, they will lay down next to you and die with you. The cat has no interest. The cat knows that you're a life force. The cat came from a different planet. The cat knows that you are wave energy and you ain't in there anymore. The cat knows that now you are meat and it's going to take the appendages that are easy to get. Damn it, better hope that you're not an old man and you fell in the shower and died, because you have an appendage that the cat will take. It'll probably be the easiest one to go. Like, oh yeah, oh, why you just gonna lay that wiener out there like that, huh? Cat go in the refrigerator. Damn, they got any buns? Y'all, before he died, he had any buns? All right, I'm sorry. I know I get the cat people mad at me. I get like 2 people watching. Don't ever piss off the cat people. You want to piss off some people? Piss it off. But tell you, say you love cats. You can talk about cats all you want, but say you love cats at the end of it, because the cat people will come for you. They're bad as the okra people. They come for you, boy. I tell you. All right. I was just talking about the 1972 law. The 1972 law, Kelly. Okay, I don't remember when the two-state solution was. I like the two-state solution because it's based in today. It's based in leave everybody alone. I like leave everybody alone. That's why I don't do the reparations. I believe in just leave everybody alone. Let's stop blaming people for the past, and let's understand that the banks own everybody reparations all over this planet. And let's just end this whole telling other people what to do, meddling in everybody's life. That's all I'm saying. That's why I think we leave Israel alone. I don't want to group. There are a lot of good people who live in Israel, and I don't want to group them with their government. It's like America. America's full of a lot of awesome, amazing, wonderful people across this planet. A lot of them been lied to, and a lot of them made to act childish, but they're good people. And don't ever blame the people that live under a government for what the government's up to. That's all I'm saying. They preach and educate about weather modification. They do, and they don't even hide it anymore. It's just in everybody's face, isn't it? The hawks and jaws and bats at night are out. Everything is green. Yes, and they are all good for the garden. Those are all natural pesticide. Brother Harvey's in the house. Good morning. Maybe no state solution? Question mark. Yeah, go on, Megs. Go on. Yes, that's right. No, we don't need a two-state solution. We need a no state solution. We need freedom. We need no more meddling of government into their people. We need no more meddling of government to each other. There's no meddling if anybody has any power. If there is no state and no powerful status, nobody's meddling in your life. You're just living as a free creature. I am 1,000%, Megs. I think the anarchy community got me. Like I do believe. I think the only way we get freedom is through something that looks like anarchy, something that looks like leave everybody alone, hands off, get past it. Hold hands, stick together, take care of each other. Solidarity is all we got. Focus on solutions daily. Yes, Victoria, and then go out and solve them. Focus on solutions and then go out and solve them. You know, it's easy to fix problems in your own life. It's hard to fix them in somebody else's life. See the problems and fix it yourself. Right? About to get married, the guy's supposed to buy you a 3-carat diamond ring, 3-4 carats. What is the philosophy behind that? It has to be 2 months' salary. That's why I keep it easy. I ain't got no salary. That ring's supposed to be bubblegum ring. It's probably ain't even that, right? That ring's supposed to be. I ain't got no salary. No, I ain't got none of that. But do it in your own life. So you go tell that man, y'all go sit down to dinner, whatever. Y'all think about getting married. He think about proposing. He's about to. You just tell him, say, you know what? I don't want no diamond. I've decided I'm going to make changes in my own life. I know that they're all blood minerals. They're all blood diamonds. There is no such thing as non-blood diamonds. Somebody stole it from somebody, and a lot of somebody's got murdered so they can put a mine there to get it. It's all blood minerals and blood diamonds. And I've decided, baby, you can bought me this ring. I went from like proposal to, to we had the ring, and I don't want to wear this ring anymore because you got these big shiny rings. I don't know if I got something that look like a ring. I ain't got no props with me. I ain't got no props. I got this big shiny ring. I don't want it anymore. I've decided that this ring represents colonization. I've decided for myself that I no longer want to represent evil. I no longer want to wear a massive diamond ring on my finger that's supposed to represent love that's based all in hate, murder, theft, robbing, and colonization. I've decided for myself, baby, we're going to take this ring and we're going to sell it. Or we're going to get rid, or better yet, I'm just not going to wear it. I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it in a box, and I'm going to put it on the shelf. I'm going to take a picture of it. I'm going to post it on my Facebook and my Instagram. And I'm going to say, I am a woman that realized that these diamonds come from rape. They come from genocide and they come from murder. And instead of putting on a white jacket like Congress, I will personally no longer support any blood minerals anywhere I can. And I'm not saying you do that. You figure it out. I don't tell nobody what to do. You figure that out. You can do it with your cell phone. You know, you could take pictures of your cell phone if you need another camera, because you can't take a picture with your cell phone with your camera, you know what I mean? And show the cracked screen, show the dirty case, show the boogers and everything hanging out the side and the hair, all that microbiology, the E. coli, get a good picture of it and post it on your Instagram, post it on your Facebook. I'll share it and say, look, this is my broken phone and I'm gonna keep it. Why? Because I'm a real woman, or better yet, because I'm a man. I came from a woman and I got a daughter. And now I realize that all these minerals are conflict, they're colonization, what we're about to do to Venezuela, what we're doing all over Africa, what we're doing to the people in Palestine, what we're doing in Afghanistan. I've decided that I'm no longer gonna support rape. I'm done. That's what you do. Make changes in your own life. They're easy to do in your own life. It's easy to make changes as a sovereign instead of meddling in other people's lives and sit back and, how are we gonna stop the government? Don't worry about the government. The government is fantasy. All right, when people stop believing in death and murder and rape and force, it disappears. Don't worry about that. It'll go away on its own. It's like a rash. All you need is some aloe in that area. You don't need to fight it. You need to pop it. You don't need to do none of that to it. Leave it alone. It's crazy and psychopathic on its own. The DNC and GOP, they're psychopathic on their own. Just put a little aloe in that area. Just put a little aloe, put a little love in that area, and just wait it out. All right. Love it. Hate my town. All right, let me get way down. I'm way up in comments. I gotta get out of here. Loyal canines. Yes, Harvey, canines are loyal. They love us. They are not psychopaths. We got rid of their wild. For the most part, unless you train them to fight, then yeah, then they're nasty. Then they might eat you. You know, but same thing as kids. I don't blame kids for anything, Harley. I said Harvey. Harley, I don't blame kids for anything. You raise kids to be unloyal. You raise kids and show them a society's not based in loyalty. You raise kids in Tupelo, Mississippi, and you show them that the government's not loyal to them. You raise them in Tupelo, Mississippi, and you show them their neighbors and the adults in their world didn't build a world based in loyalty. They built a world based in artificial scarcity and hate, and they keep voting for it. We make some unloyal kids, and those kids do exactly what unloyal kids in an unloyal society are supposed to do. We send $39 billion a day over to Israel, because we're meddling in the world, and they're meddling in our government through AIPAC. Lost my train of thought. We make kids and we show them that we're not loyal to them. The adults in our world, it doesn't take a village to raise a child. We ignore children. We don't give a damn. And they become disloyal. We send all that money to Israel, $39 billion a day, and don't give a damn thing to help them. They're supposed to grow up unloyal, and they're supposed to become white nationalists. They're supposed to become skinheads. They're supposed to become Black Panthers, and they're supposed to become Black nationalists. They're supposed to join the Bloods and the Crips. They're supposed to get that I, because the Crip thing, when you get that I, means you murder someone. You're supposed to do that, because you're not supposed to be loyal. Unfortunately, you're not. When you show kids that the world is about killing people and stealing resources, and you do it too, and they figure that out, that's exactly what they become. They become cats. They become tabby cats. That's what they. That's what we have, Harley. We have a bunch of tabby cats running around joining the gangs. That's exactly what we have. All right, I gotta get out of here. I got a couple of y'all. G-cat pee and hug infestation. They outside now. One of them. Well, you know, I used to have cats, Jasmine, and they were just rough. I love cats to death, but they're rough. My Bengal cat staring at me as you said that. Yep, she'd eat me up. Yes, she will. And it's okay, Deborah, because but Deborah, I think you get it. Like, Deborah, you're one of these people that, like, your mind thinks big. You're probably like, you know what? That's okay, baby. I love. What's your cat's name, Deborah? Is it Fluffy? Listen, Fluffy. I love you, and I know you're gonna eat me. Deborah had these conversations with Fluffy all the time. I know you're gonna eat me, but you know what, baby? I love you. And when I die, you can eat my ear. I'm okay with that. I got another. I'm gonna try to fall on this side. You just eat this side, because in the casket, they can put me on this side and be okay with it. I'm okay with people eating me, because when you love people and you love things, you let them eat you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I let people like, what's that name of that movie where they crashed in that airplane on the side of the mountain and everybody was eating each other? Alive, something like that, where the saga was based on a real story where they were eating each other. Cannibalism is okay. I tell people all that time, we flying somewhere, we crash on the side of a mountain or something, hey, go for it, you know, go for it. Just give me some dignity. Give me a little dignity, but go ahead and eat certain parts. The only problem I had with that movie is they started with the butt, and that's just not happening. It was the weirdest movie. They went in that car, they decided they was gonna eat them, and it was a nasty, disgusting thing because they were all starving. It was like a month or something. They were trying to figure out what parts to eat, and they were fighting over whether or not they should eat, and it's just a disgusting thing. And the first guy that got a knife went over there and started carving a butt cheek part, and I'm like, that's the first part you thought about? Like, no, that's not how. If I ever have to do some cannibalistic type stuff, I will not be starting with the butt. Like, give me a bicep or something. Give me, I don't know, a thigh, something. Bad things happen in that butt section. That's bad. I'm already gonna be choking, trying to hold it down like I'm eating okra or something, you know. All right, I gotta get out of here. Remember the end of Schindler's List, The Ring. I don't, sis. That was a long time ago I saw that movie. I will go back and take a look. Rump roast. Yes, that's what it is. Rump, and they didn't roast it. It wasn't not who said that. It wasn't David. It was rump roast, Daniel, but they didn't roast it. They took it raw. Raw dog. They raw dogged that butt. Well, they took that butt cheek and carved it up, and they were sharing it around to everybody. Everybody, getting a little booty. And I'm just like, no. You know, but they survive. Y'all eat me, we crash on the side of a mountain. You survive, make it, live to see another day. Eat me, because I ain't there. I'm wave energy. I really ain't there anyway. That's just meat. I done left that human cow on to the next adventure, next dimension, reincarnated, whatever. Who knows what's happening. I never wanted to have a diamond. Not important to me. No, Ivana, it's not. And this is why so many people get divorces. They think all of this nonsense is important. They think these rings and these houses and cars and incomes and all this slave, mineral, murder, blood money things are important to me, and it's not in marriage. How much you spend on your wedding. The only thing that's important is whether or not that person loves you more than they love themselves. Only thing that matters in marriage. Doesn't even matter if you get along. Doesn't really matter if you disagree. You know, opposites attract and all that. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is if that person loves you more than they love themselves. You got a lifelong marriage. And you love them more than you love yourself, you got it on lock. But if they love themselves, this much more. It don't take a lot. Like this, if they love themselves just that much more, you're done. Immediate divorce, cheating, slavery, fights, anger, death, destruction. That's the only thing that matters. Only thing that matters. But we always focus on the things that don't matter, because television tells us what matters is the size of the ring, not the size of the love. And that's why I just sit back and I watch. I just be like, that's a divorce gonna happen. And I won't tell them neither. I go to the wedding too, like, oh, y'all get married. Oh, that's so dumb. I get misty-eyed. Y'all been together since high school. Oh my goodness, I'm just so moved. I'm like, they gonna get divorced all day long. How long you gonna think that? Having betting pools on the side, like, you know what? Listen, I'm betting you like $50, man. They're not gonna make it 5 years. Hell no. You know he ain't stopped. He still know Tanisha. He still she's still with Ty. She still got Tyrone's phone. She was going through her phone the other day, and Tyrone's number's still in there. The selfish bastard. Yeah, if somebody can put themselves before you, that person can do anything to you. Just think about that. Process selfishness. Just really think about what selfishness truly is. A person who puts themselves before everything else. If they put themselves before you and your country, your nation, your community, the kids and whatever, you got yourself a good little psychopath, you can expect psycho activity in the marriage. And that's not based on the size of the ring. The scary part though, Ivana, is most people who got the money for those rings are the psychopaths. They're the ones that don't care that it came from blood and mineral. They're the minerals. They're the ones that don't care that they got a job making $250,000 a year and it's based on murder and death and destruction. They don't care that rape is done. It's not them. It's not their kids. They could care less. They're not trying to reduce the size of their bank account. They're trying to grow it. They're not trying to reduce their salary by figuring out how to live more sustainable on less. They're trying to get a bigger house, faster car, more expensive life, and fit in with all the other slavers. And I always ask, you know, what do you think that the kid's gonna look back and think when they look at all of this? And they look back and they just think, man, I love my family. But you know, grandmommy was a sellout. Granddaddy was a sellout. They knew all that money was coming from killing people and they just collected as much as they could. I hate being related to them. Same way they might look back at some of these DHS and police. They might look back at them like Nazi Germany. People look back at the slave trade and they're like, the monster slave traders. And what are you? Ooh. Where's your income come from? How often do you replace yourself on? Right. That's my point. If our corrupt system is abusing their power over your family, it's hard to be free. It is hard to be free, Dean. I don't think that anything is necessarily easy. I think the decisions and what we have to do, I think that's easy. In doing it, not so much. They've designed everything to enslave us to their system and get our family from top to bottom, soup to nuts, to all be gaslit and go along with. They turned us all into slavers. We can look back and judge slavers from 300 years ago, but we can't judge their own slavery in our life. We can't judge a slavery in our own political party. You know, so that part's not easy. A friend of mine married the most expensive wedding years. A friend of mine married the most expensive wedding. Years later, divorced. Right, Christine? They waste all that money. I think, who was it? Actually, I think this was Oprah Winfrey. I think Oprah Winfrey said, "Yeah, I did." I said Oprah. I think she did. She did a. Was she the one behind that study a long time ago where it looked at the marriages that the more you spent, the sooner the divorce came? Like it was like a chart and it showed. Somebody can find that, post a link, where the more they spent on their wedding, if there was a direct correlation to how fast the divorce came. I'm just popping in, baking valid points and leaving. All right, brother Justin, me too. I'm just popping in, saying what I gotta say. Let y'all have a discussion. Y'all drove this one today, and then I'm popping out. I got work to do. Was married 33 years. So happy single. Yeah, Lori, and people change too. Sometimes people fall in love and later they're not in love. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think people change over a lifetime. When I was married, I was happy too. I have no regrets at all. But we grew different. We kind of became different people. We were young people then, we adults, and we became different. Now we're good friends. I've been with my husband 22 years, married 14 of those years. Well, it sounds like y'all did it right, Tina, that you made sure that y'all had that love first before all the other trash came along. All right, we need a last comment so we can get to running. Something positive to not scare the people who believe in the system. We need something positive to not scare the people who still believe CNN, Fox, MSNBC, because they listen to all of this. It's just too much. It's too much. I don't know what to do. Somebody say something positive so we get on a positive. I mean, to me, all of this is positive, but I think to new people waking up, it's not. It's scary. It's like, my whole life is a lie. And it's like, yeah, your whole life is a lie. All of our lives have been a lie. It's a bad idea to continue. I don't know where to start. You know, just slow. Start slow, baby steps. Go to work. No. People like, you're about to get up from the desk right now. I gotta get out of here. I didn't know I was supporting rape. I don't want to support rape. I'm in anti-rape groups. Like, yeah, just chill. Slow down. We've always been lied to. The kings and lords have always lied to us. We have to be smart about how we go about things. Go to work, do what you got to do, but start putting together plans in your life how to support violence less. That's it. That's it. And whatever you decide to do, everybody should be good with. You're heading in the right direction. There's no goals. There's no who's doing it right. And I ain't supporting slavery and I ain't supporting rape because I'm not in the DNC and GOP and there's no levels. Every day you wake up and you die daily to violence. Every day you wake up, remove more your affiliation, your association, and your support for immature, ridiculous, de-evolved concepts. You know, and however you go about that, everybody should be good with. We don't need to force anybody. That's why we got meddling now. You know, you need to figure out, because it's sustainable when you do it yourself and you figure out what you can get rid of and when. It's not sustainable if you listen to me and let me tell you what you got to get rid of and when. If you feel you need to still be a Democrat, be a Democrat. If you still feel you need to be your Republican, be your Republican. You know, but think about it. Continue to read, continue to do your research, and maybe you'll get in a place where you'll see that they're all funded on an activity that shouldn't exist anymore. It's 2019 and we shouldn't be involved in killing people and robbing them anymore. We should be more involved, we should have a government that's more involved in Bloods and Crips and Triads. Unconditional love. Absolutely, Christine. Unconditional love from top to bottom. Not loving people because of how they look, not loving people because of where they were born, not loving people because of what nation they're in, not loving people just because they're in our family, not loving people because they think like us, not loving people because we understand it. Loving people because they're people. That's it. You actually do that, the whole world changes. The whole world changes. Sustainable community applications now being accepted. All right, Brother Kelly's building a sustainable community, and that's what we need. Love people, build communities, and take care of them. That's it. Unconditional love. We're going to end. Who is that? Who's that? Drop that truth bomb. Simple 2 words, Christine. We're going to Christine with unconditional love. We start deploying that unconditional love, the one and only thing they're scared of, which is why everything in the media is about getting you to join an ism and a tribe and fighting other poor people. You develop that unconditional love and you love every last one of them little babies that come out. That's got drool everywhere and smell like milk and Enfamil and stuff, and it's got that sweet sugary poo smell. You know, you love every little baby that come out, every little colored and head, and the ugly ones too. Yes, babies are ugly. I'm not one to tell you that babies are pretty. Not all babies are pretty. Some babies are ugly. Love the ugly baby too. I love that, but I'm honest. I'm honest. I tell you, I won't tell you. I won't tell their mama. you go tell somebody mama that they baby ugly. That's gonna be your last day on this planet. Hell no, I'm scared to death of women. Somebody said I was scared earlier. Yeah. I'm scared because women, y'all don't know how to stop. They don't know how to stop. They get upset. Hell no. Hell no. Ain't nothing like a woman scorned. Hell no. Woman will kill you, choke you, put glass in your food, poison you. Hell no. I ain't gonna piss off nobody, mama. Mama's supposed to be like, look at the lions. You don't need to be worried with the daddy lion. It's a guy on the internet chasing daddy lions all the time. He run up there in his boxes, like, ah! And the lion run away, chasing him off for kills. The mama lion? No. Some cub lions around? You go be like, your baby ugly. Your lioness is ugly. Ah, your cub is ugly. Yeah, okay. No, I don't do that. But your baby ugly, I ain't gonna tell you. I'd be up there like, oh, the baby's so cute. How does his ear do that? He's got one ear is bigger than the other. One side of the forehead got some hair coming. I got nose hair already. He's so advanced and evolved. Oh my gosh, you gotta get him in early learning. He's so much more evolved than everybody. And I'll be honest, oh, that baby ugly. I didn't want to kiss it. I gotta wash my lip. Love the baby, the unconditional love. You gotta love everybody. Just because the baby ugly doesn't mean the baby shouldn't have resources and a house, food, and water. Because people gotta grow into their look sometimes. So we ain't all born with symmetry privilege. Some people got one lip bigger than the other, and the baby got this overbite like the pit bull. It's pretty, it's still cute in its own way, but ugly, but isn't ugly cute in its own way? Ugly kind of cute in its own little unique way and stuff. I just, you know, taking pictures with the baby, kind of wait till the baby's a little older and the forehead kind of growing. All right, I gotta go. That's enough. That's enough. I'm gonna get all these mamas mad at me, then I'll be in trouble. Hell no. Babies are, all babies are cute, baby. Everybody, baby, pretty. All babies are beautiful, y'all. I'm gonna do some hashtag fake news before they throw me off here. I gotta go. Listen, this is Gerard. Love y'all to death. Y'all have a great day now. I am out of here. Bye-bye.